Welcome, everyone. I'm Eric Mengi, and I'm here with Leah, Tom, Josh, Michelle, and our special guest player, Jose. Together, we are the Velkyn Weave. We're here to play some Dungeons and Dragons, and I'm really glad that you're all joining us tonight. If this is your first time watching the Games Tavern, hello, and thank you for tuning in. Please follow the Games Tavern on Twitch. It's free, supports the show, the cast, and the crew. In addition to being on Twitch, our shows are uploaded to YouTube, typically 48 hours later, so you can catch up on all the shows you may have missed. This past weekend was Memorial Day weekend, and we had some beautiful weather here in Virginia. So in the first time in forever, I got to see friends, go to church in person, even play some in-person Dungeons and Dragons. It was magnificent. While I love being here with all of you virtually, there is nothing like getting together with friends and rolling dice. So speaking of my virtual friends here, how are you guys doing? How was your weekend? Anything interesting, exciting?
There was.
Tell me about it.
What? I visited with my boyfriend and we celebrated my birthday.
Oh,
Hey,
happy belated birthday.
Congrats.
Thank you.
I got to run said D&D game in person with Eric, and it was lots of fun. I had a lot of fun beating them up with a mimic door. It was pretty great.
Mimic door.
Sounds terrifying.
It was the
That
best.
was very embarrassing. That door.
Yeah, you guys took my hag out in two turns afterwards, so fair is fair.
That's true. Hags have glass jaws compared to doors. Oh, man. Oh, we're only second level, and everyone was sticking to the door by the end of it.
That's my favorite part.
The Minotaur charged it and right in there, stuck.
Oh.
Amazon hit it, stuck. It was the Dryad Priestess who's going around making her actions like trying to, boom, pulling everybody off the door.
Yep.
Hilarity.
The cleric strong-arming everybody off of the door.
Allison in the back.
Clerks are known for their strength.
Yes. But it was lots of fun, and I very much enjoyed being able to be in a space where we can all actually see each other. We can look at each other across the tables. It was a lot of fun. It's very good.
I'm going to hold you off to last, Jose, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
How about you, Tom?
We were in the process of moving, and so as we got the keys to our house, my son and I camped in the living room for our first.
Aww.
Rats.
Fun.
That's
That is
adorable.
fantastic.
No furniture,
Awesome.
just sleeping bags.
I enjoyed the beautiful weather on Monday and continued my influence campaign on winning the hearts and bellies of the semi-feral cats in my neighborhood, and got some good, petting and attention from two of them. So success.
Nice.
And our guest tonight is a good friend of mine, Jose, whom I've known for years, all the way back from Living Greyhawk days, which in the back behind him is the banner Jose painted for us for Living Greyhawk back in. How you doing, Jose?
I'm doing well. Let's see, Memorial Day. Got to see Grandma. Grandma's in town. Went to eat some ice cream with her, and then spent a lot of time walking in the parks with the dog, with fur baby, and the wife. And that's pretty much it. Oh, and statted out this character that I'm about to play. So.
Nice.
Right.
I'm so excited. And we totally should share the art that you did for it, because that is chef's kiss. So good.
Let's see.
It was very good.
Can you send that over to Reed, or maybe respond to Velkyn Weave? We'll see if we can spread that around, because oh my God, he is so talented.
Well, thank you.
Oh yeah, we set him on that, Aaron. We got some other things to do. We got some announcements. Leia, what you got for us?
All right. So you guys remember, if you have an Amazon Prime account, you also get a free Prime gaming subscription, which you can use to show your support for the cast, crew, and the show in general. Prime gaming subscriptions get access to sub-only emotes and a special subscriber-only channel on the TGT Discord.
And we cannot say it enough. You know it. We are so thankful to all of you so much for your support during our No Kid Hungry charity last week. Thank you for your donations and support. We exceeded 400% of our goal, which is amazing. Your donations will provide over 80,000 nutritious meals for hungry kids, all thanks to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, that was awesome. And we love you, our friends, for your support. And what better way to show your support than cheering your favorite character tonight? Your bits cheers show your support for the cast and crew. Tonight, when we reach 500 bits, we'll award a random inspiration to a player. And if you cheer 1,000 bits, you get to pick which player or character gets that inspiration. We also have a channel goal of 50 subs this week. Only you can help us get there. Your subs help us to get to the point where we can pay the cast and production crew that work so hard in the background.
And a ginormous thank you to Kobold Press for sponsoring our show tonight. They have their latest Kickstarter for their Deep Magic spell cards containing over 1,400 spells covered in their Deep Magic book. Just 3 days left to get in at the Kickstarter rate for these. Go to koboldpress.com, or you can also check it out yourself by going to the link to Kobold Press in the chat shortly.
And tonight we're giving away an epic character generator from our sponsor at Overhead Games. The raffle for the package will begin shortly, and we'll continue to take entries until the end of the stream when we pick a winner. You must be a follower to enter, and you must be present for the staff to contact you. So enter and keep an eye out for it in chat.
All righty. And with that, are you ready to get into it?
Let's
right.
do.
If I remember correctly, and I almost always do, we ended the last session with the party having rescued Celeria, the druid of the wild elves of Chirikator from the Star Song Hill, from the pincers of the crustacean nation, giant crab monstrosities that you've been able to piece together or through DM slip up are known as Chal. And these Chal were helped by other strange mucus creatures that was slapping membranes over the face of the captive elves and were hauling them away into the water. The party was able to save some of the elves, I believe. What was the final count for us, Leia?
Final count was we saved a total of 12 elves.
Excellent. Unfortunately, many more were dragged away beneath the surface of Lake Rhestin. But they seem to be very interested in keeping them alive, so chances are good. The party was retreated back to, or taken a very wise tactical retreat back to Starsong Hill to rest and recover, and has spent a number of spells seeking aid from friends from around the Elser Vale, including one, Immerstal the Red, who is the wizard in Brindle. And he said he would send help in the morning. And it is now that morning. And who will be up? I believe it was you, Stagander. You said you would be up?
Yes. So I would have done my trancing for 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would have gotten up nice, bright, and early. And I have procured myself a short sword and am practicing working with it. To try and get my muscle memory back, because I'm an archer and that's what I normally do.
Why would you be doing that?
Because I know I'm not going to be able to use my bow underwater, because I'm pretty sure Uller would hate that if I got his bowstring wet. I'm sure he would be very unappreciative of that. There's much grumbling going on.
All right. We'll start with you. The rest of you have had a benefit of a long rest, so you get your hit dice back, and your spells back, and other abilities come back. And you, Stagander, since you were up, see coming in from the south, from the Brindle, a giant owl, and you see someone sitting riding on the back of it. See if I can get it right there. No wings on this one, however. But as it comes down low, you realize it is a wild elf, one you know very well. You recognize this wild elf as Teleria Nightshadow, who comes down, flutters down into the center of Starsong Hill. The rest of you, if you so choose, you can be up and about at this point in time when Teleria shows up, and the giant owl arriving creates quite a commotion, so you'll definitely have your attention attracted there. And Teleria Nightshadow hops off her owl, and from here, I'm going to let Jose take it away.
All right, first person I see, what is Stagander, probably?
Yes, that is me.
Talaria walks up. She seems to have a pack, other than her regular pack slung over her shoulder, and seems to be looking for you, and walks right up in your direction. Says, Sigander, we got your message in Brindo.
My message.
The party's message.
Oh, okay. You demand me, you, the royal you.
Correct. Yes. It says, I was in Brindo with Imascal. We were seeing about supplies for Brass Keep when he got your party's message.
So I haven't seen Quentin yet this morning. I know he was eager to hear back from Emerstall. We should probably go see him, and I'm sure he's eager to hear what you've brought back.
Let's do, yes.
All right. Put my sword in my belt, and I'm gonna actually put like my bow, which has been like out, like laying on the ground, in my quiver.
I'm near the top of the hill, and I've got a little canvas out, and I'm watercolor painting the sunrise over Starsong Hill.
Nice.
Just taking it all in.
Nice. Walk up to Quentin. Quentin!
Yeah, so we were out drinking with Emerstall the Red, right? I'm sorry, I definitely don't remember your name after that night.
It's Teleria.
Talaria.
Sorry.
Sounds familiar. Okay.
Yes, we. I was in the Vrath Keep. Remember Vrath Keep?
Oh, indeed, I do remember Wrathkeep.
Yes.
So many fond memories.
I am in charge of refurbishing it now, thanks to you. And I was in Brindo getting supplies, and Emerskal found me, and knowing, your message and who I was, sent me with items for you.
Please tell me you have a way for us to swim, otherwise we're all going to die of exhaustion.
Let's see. She takes a pack off and opens it up on the ground, and what do we got in that pack, Eric?
We have a scroll and 5 potion vials. The potion vials are in glass, non-reactive glass as normal. Otherwise, they interacts with it and spoils the potions. And inside we see bluish green turquoise colors drifting up and down. And inside of this swirling concoction, you see what appears to be a translucent tadpole swimming around inside of it.
I have a terrible feeling about this.
It's merely for breathing underwater.
We have to swallow the tadpole, don't we?
Well, yes, it doesn't really taste like anything.
That's not the point.
They would be potions of swimming.
That's actually better.
Yes.
What these will do is when you drink this potion, you gain a swimming speed equal to your walking speed for 1 hour. During this time, you have advantage on strength athletics checks made to swim. Inside the aquamarine liquid is a small translucent tadpole swimming about. When you drink this potion, you feel it tickle as it goes down your throat, but instantly dissolves in your stomach.
We have to.
Well, I mean, you don't have to. What's the scroll there?
At this point, Bope sort of ambles up slower than the rest with his pole, with his walking stick. Oh, I made it. Oh, Teleria, so good to see you.
Hello.
Scroll? Can I see?
Of course.
And just read over his elbow.
Arcane scroll of water breathing.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's another thing in it. There's a receipt.
A receipt?
Actually, it's an invoice.
Oh, fine print. I hand it over to Quentin.
He's billed your wife, by the way.
Is that
that
what
checks
they're
out.
calling it these days?
Hey.
He wants 375 gold pieces for the scroll and 250 for the batch potions.
That sounds reasonable to me.
Actually, yeah, that's
Perfectly.
pretty fair. And my wife's good for it.
But he doesn't expect you to pay it. It's going to House Call.
Well, she can afford it.
We're doing this for Elser Vale, you know?
But she is the Lady of the Vale.
True. Hey, Bob, how long would it take you to scribe that into your book of knowledge?
What levels? Do we know what level spell that is?
It's 3.
3? Oh, about 6 hours.
Well, another
We don't have
time.
that time.
The water breathing?
Yes.
Yes. I can take care of that.
Ooh.
Well, we'll hold on to the scroll in case dispelling
we-
happens, and if we don't use it afterwards, you can scribe it into your book.
It's probably a
Good plan.
idea.
Mhm.
You have a secure place for that?
Sure.
All right. Now, I'm going to state up front, and no, I do not plan in any way, shape, or form to do anything involving a bag of holding or a portable hole. That is not happening, because I got shit in my portable hole that I don't want to scatter across the multiverse. So keep your bag away from my hole.
What?
I can
Not
translate
something
that.
Not something you hear every day.
It sounds like something he's done before.
Oh, yes. Actually, that's how he got rid of Tiamat. It was quite a pickle.
Indeed.
It was very dramatic at that.
I'm going to have to hear this story eventually.
Oh, it's a good one. We thought he was
Well-
dead.
You saw the
see-
play.
Okay, that's true. Yes. I didn't know if they covered that in the play.
It was just too heroic to remember.
True story.
The exact what's it.
Deliria, will you be joining us beneath the waves? Rangram had to bring the airship back to Brindle for repairs.
These creatures, well, they have kidnapped my people. Celeria, she's okay?
Yes.
We were able to save her and a few others.
She is. In fact, she's currently over there with they have a long trestle table set up, and she is praying over it, doing her incantation to the nature spirits, and also Rilifane, the god of the wild elves. You would recognize that as the Feast of Heroes.
I will most definitely be joining you.
As with most elven thing, it leaves heavily towards fruit and mushrooms for their heroes feast.
Yum.
Nice
So
hearty
filling.
breakfast.
I go over and say just to check on her, say hi. She's the speaker for my clan, so
Yes. Oh, Teleria! And she comes in, does the smooch to each cheek, and the greetings of each other. You've come. Oh, thank the Wood Lord.
thank Rilithane. Yes.
The crabs, they have taken Ilian. Ilian, if you is the cleric.
Right.
She's the druid, and they have a cleric who's the priest of Rilithane here.
And more than him, yes?
Yes. I believe a score, all told.
Yes.
I'll
Well,
give you the full count right now.
I was going to ask if they were
28 identified have been kidnapped by the crabs.
so these crabs, these chell, they were have anything to do with the dragon spawn that killed my brother?
I do not believe so. We have never seen them before in these swamps. We've had other problems with the lizard folk before, and other reptile creatures, but not
I have a
angry
theory.
crayfish.
We have
You're
some
so
inside
angry.
information from one of the captives. Go ahead, Quentin.
Oh, well, my theory on why they appeared is when Tiamat was rendered onto another plane of existence, it did something. You know, maybe woke him up or punched a hole in the reality.
Well, our informant was telling us about some sort of ambassador that has taken root somewhere beneath these depths, and he has 4. Who were his people?
He had eyeless ones with clubs
The eyeless ones.
Hold on, I've got it noted.
and four
What were the 4?
tall
Couriers.
couriers with
Couriers, yes.
Couriers.
4 couriers
Eyeless ones.
that I believe, he described as tentacle-mouthed, which sounds horrific and terrifying.
It sounds unnatural.
It's not something I've seen in a very long time.
We cannot leave our people down there, Teleria. Will you please?
Of course not. When do we go?
As soon as the
we
meal's
eat.
over.
It will. Unfortunately, the feast must be savored and enjoyed over the course of a full hour.
Yes, of course.
Then while we're doing that, I am going to cast Aid at 3rd level
Ooh.
upon Stegander, Quentin, and Teleria. So that's 10 temporary hit points for you, in addition to the 10 that we get from Hero's Feast.
That's awesome.
So hopefully that's a little less healing I'll have to do later.
Is that permanent or temporary?
Temporary.
Like-
For 8 hours, though, so it's actually temporary.
Well, they don't count as temporary hit points. They increase. Don't they increase it for the whole time?
Oh, maybe I misread that.
Yeah, to books.
Even better.
I don't remember.
Hit point maximum and current hit points increased by 5 for the duration. But 10, because this is a level higher,
Okay,
so...
nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
How will that interact with the feast?
It
Doesn't
shouldn't
it
if it's
stack?
not temporary. If it's not if it's not described as temporary, it should be fine.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Temporary hit points don't stack. Okay, I'm
Correct.
glad I know that. Oh, it's not relevant. Just a second.
And because I believe a hero's feast is also not temporary, so it increases your max.
Ooh.
Correct.
Oh, interesting.
Hero's feast, 1 hour to consume. Your hit point maximum also increases by 2d10. Neat.
Synergy.
So I guess those will stack as long as you have both spells.
Hey,
Unless you can think of a reason why they wouldn't.
Sweet.
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Excellent. All my villains will now have hero's feasts. Villains! Villains repast.
thank you, Delirious. Hey, back when we were on the run and taking the fight to the Red Hand, I'd picked up some scrolls of non-detection. Now, with all the trouble we're having with divinity, Bashaba and stuff, Bope, Delirious, do you think it would be a good idea if we all had that cast on us so as to, hide from the bad luck that might be out there trying to influence us?
That might definitely help us for this fight, which will not be easy.
Lasts for 8 hours.
Has she been messing with us in a
What
bad
does-
way?
She's
Nice.
Bashaba. She doesn't do good ways.
What does this
I didn't see
non-detection
what she
do? Like exactly? Does it shield us from like outside, or is this kind of like a camouflage kind of spell?
Cloaks you from divination, magic, and from scrying.
Indeed.
Interesting.
It's not foolproof, but I mean, an extra layer of security.
I'm entirely sure 3rd level spells defeat gods.
Also,
Well, depends on
that
how they're
It
doing.
definitely would prevent all divination magic from working on you for the duration.
Bope, what do you think?
Are gods part of that?
Well, I'm not sure it would cover all of us, right?
Well, I have enough scrolls where you could do the 5 votes.
Oh, sorry, I know you just said it. For how long? An hour?
8 hours.
8 hours. Okay.
So at least getting in, I would presume. Or we're screwed.
I feel like maybe we should hold on to those. I've got kind of a hunch that
Like,
As
If
they
we're,
do.
if we're ever planning on going, I feel like this is a Bashaba adjacent task. And if we're ever planning on going, butting heads, so to speak, we might need those.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Mhm.
Yes, keep those. Once we are done with our repast, I can cast water breathing on everybody.
Oh, this food is delicious.
Oh, you may want to hold on to that one, Teleria. I had also prepared that this morning at their request.
Oh, very good.
But who knows, maybe you might need a second one, or could use the magic in a different way.
I have it ready.
During breakfast, I would just like to quickly check in on the elf that I cast Revivify on the
Okay.
previous night, just to make sure that they're okay mentally.
What is the elf's name?
I don't know. You never gave it to me.
Oh, I'm asking you, what is the elf's name?
That's a really good question that I don't have prepared.
Okay, we'll make up one.
Bob.
Silverleaf. We'll go with that one.
All right, Silverleaf.
Not gonna be Bob. Yeah, go with an elven Bob. What's Bob and elf?
Silverleaf.
I believe so.
I can't do this under pressure.
Silverleaf is sitting up, still a little shaken, has gotten rid of that level of exhaustion from the Revivify.
Okay.
and thanks you profusely when you come by.
Of course.
After all, who would, if he died, who would take care of, help take care of his family? He has elderly parents that need to have someone watching after them.
As I told my friends, I knew it wasn't your destiny to die yet. So I'm glad that I could have been of service.
You are very kind, thank you. I appreciate it greatly. We all do, although I think we are all going to be leaving Starsong shortly to Vrath.
That's the plan.
Safe travels, friend.
Delirious,
Yeah.
while you're having breakfast, you peel open one of the fruits. Let's just go with say an orange of some sort.
Yep.
Half is beautiful.
Yep.
Other half is mush.
Not even surprised.
I'm not even upset.
Is that the bad part you were talking about a minute ago?
No, I decided to eat the rotten part and throw away the good part, Bope.
Okay. No, I mean you said the bad part of Bashaba.
Oh. Yeah, she doesn't do good things. I think this is just symbolic of my life. Right here.
It would seem so. Yes.
Hey, that half of that fruit would make a really good fertilizer.
It's out in the wild. It can fertilize.
I'm gonna put it in my pocket.
You're going to put a mushy half orange in your pocket?
Heck yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up with a little piece of cloth and put it in my pocket.
Based on whatnot.
You do
Okay.
you, boo.
She's a little bit strange.
So I have a question for all you players while we're sitting here going through our Heroes Feast and getting ready for the day. I would like to know what is each of your deepest desires.
Oh dear.
You do not need to tell me out loud. If you want to, you can whisper it to me through the internet.
Lordy, lordy, lordy.
But in preparation for events that may or may not come up later, I would like to have this information. So what is your character's deepest desires?
Discord, okay?
Discord is wonderful.
Hmm.
What's
I'm going to
left?
say mine because it's very mysterious. Forgiveness.
You don't have to answer it right now, just as we go
Oh.
along. Or if you know right now,
Yeah.
even better.
When's my deadline? How long do I get to think about this?
You probably have about another hour, I would say. After the break. How about that? After the
Okay.
Perfect. Yes, we'll definitely do that one after the break. But your time has passed. You are feeling inspired. The energy and of heroes courses through you, and you can feel magnificence that inspire you to go out and do great deeds with more hit points, immunity to poison, immunity to fear. My heavens. Any other preparations you'd like, or is it time to head off west?
Oh, I would like to take Mr. Peppers gently out of my robes. And Teleria, you see a little brown bunny with snowy tipped ears. And I find Celeria. Say, Celeria, can you please look after Mr. Peppers while I'm under the water?
It would be my honor.
Okay.
If anything happens to Mr. Peppers, we riot.
We shall ensure I will do all I can to make sure he remains healthy and well.
He's a little tired of the carrots. He's been really good on radishes, so just try
good.
those.
Have you tried swamp cabbage?
No.
We can try some of that.
And if it gives him the runs, well, he's in your hands.
This is true. And she will accept Mr. Peppers. And she accepts Mr. Peppers and promises to take care of him.
I think there was a promise of good berries as well.
There was.
Yes.
You get one casting of good berries.
It's
For each of you, she'll blow all the spells. These will last for 24 hours in good berry tradition. And she gets 10. So each of you have 10 good berries. If eaten, they will restore 1 hit point.
Nice.
Yes.
I bend down and give Mr. Peppers one final little scritch, and then give him one of my good berries and say, "Hey."
And she'll gather you all close and will call upon the power of Rillathane and the land, and you can feel it seeping up through your feet as if there are roots, as the power of water breathing courses through you. That one lasts 8 hours, is that right, Jose?
Yep.
Okay. And you have the ability to breathe water for the next 8 hours.
Stigander, with Rangram having left us temporarily, do you want the Cloak of the Mountebank Dimension Door for this?
Yeah, I'll take that. But
Thought you would like it. Right, just get it back to me safe.
that's fine.
Actually, it lasts 24 hours. By the way.
Nice. And
Water breathing does?
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Anything else, my friends? Otherwise, I'm going to ask them, like, how are you going to find out where the crabs went under the water?
I talked to Deet last night, everybody. Sorry, didn't mean to keep that from you guys. But he was telling me that they took them into some sort of drain at the bottom of the lake to the west of the town hall. So I suggest maybe we start at the town hall and just start going west until we find it.
And we can check out and see if the glowy stuff is still there.
Oh, that's a good idea. And maybe, I don't know, do you have the ability to ask the wildlife? Or
I can talk to animals and I can talk to plants.
Hey,
If it can be talked to, I can talk to it.
Let's do it.
For preparation's sake, I will let you know that besides the water breathing, I won't need any help with the swimming. And she holds up a couple of gloves that she wears. Just as living in where I do, these come in handy. So I have no problem in the water. I also have oils of slipperiness that will help us. Well, that will help two of us in the underwater combat.
oh, that's fancy.
What does the slipperiness do?
It basically gives you freedom of movement.
Makes you slippery.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay.
You got to apply it for 10 minutes, though.
Yeah, don't forget the luxurious massage you have to do beforehand.
Gotta really work it in. I put up the hood to the Cloak of the Manta Ray and look really slick, like a
Oh, that should
belong in the
do.
water. Yeah.
I think because I've also got a swimming speed, so I think I'm going to hold on to my potion of swimming for now.
All right,
Well,
let's
how
do this.
fancy for you. Swim speed. Don't have to drink a disgusting tadpole potion.
This
It's
is
no
all
worse than going out to drink for the night with Emerstall the Red. You know how many worms I swallowed? Man.
So many.
Please don't tell me.
Don't remind me.
It's all right. Tadpoles are good for you. That's just science.
So is sunlight, but I don't want to get sunburned.
Oh crap! I gotta wear my hat.
Even
This is-
underwater?
Oh, that reminds me.
Inevitably day.
Roll percentile over there, Leia.
I get to roll for the weather. Where are my percentiles? There we go.
All right. It's just the one that has the...
It's an 11.
An 11?
An 11.
An 11.
Oh, it was a cold front that went through last night or yesterday.
Oh.
It is very chilly this morning.
Well, that's strange because yesterday it was a warm front, so it should have been really warm and sticky today. But I can
No,
deal
no.
with wet.
No, no.
What is this
cold.
weather magic you speak of?
It's not weather magic. It's science.
Science? I don't.
I think it's a version of alchemy.
Witchcraft.
But it is overcast and chilly today.
Witchcraft.
Very,
Yay!
very gloomy day.
Mm.
Hmm.
Perfect day to be
happy.
underwater.
I think I still get disadvantage for being a drow because it's still daytime. Yeah. Okay, it's fine.
Unless
I'm
you
just-
are in a building not the temple of the god of the sun.
Yep. I'm still wearing my hat, but I'm less grumpy.
It says bye to Solaria and says bye to her owl, Pookie.
Oh.
Says I won't be needing you for today.
We used to have a flying mount, but Tiamat killed it.
You have a broom now. Have you named your broom?
You know, I've been thinking about this, and considering who I got it from, a really nice old lady who didn't need it anymore. She was retiring to work with kids full time, is my understanding.
Yes.
I was thinking of naming it Bristle.
I mean, that's a good.
Broom name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still have one of Nimble's little tassels.
She was real salt of the earth, loves apples. Great lady. All right.
Oh, it makes a fantastic soup in that giant cauldron.
Indeed.
Oh, so good.
Still, the flavor, the profile, just.
It's obviously the gelatin, the stock that she uses.
Must have been bone stock.
Mm-hmm. Well, she renamed it bone broth, so it was trendy instead of calling it stock.
Yes, the alliteration is very popular now.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good deal. I couldn't pass up on it.
So are you heading north to the ruins of Rest, or are you heading west to the lakeside?
If we head north to the ruins of Rest, then we would have our bearings, and we'd be able to go a little bit west from there to try and.
Yeah.
Let's see if we.
I think.
Where's our? If we do our, let's see. Hey, Reed, if you don't mind going over to Scene Setter 2, we have a map of the Black Fens. And that can give you an idea. We are currently at B, which is Starsong Hill. C is the Ruins of Rest.
Oh.
And A's were the ambushes the Dragon Army had set up on the roads. Those aren't there anymore.
Oh,
And
we
Reston's
could
to the west.
just go west.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, my mental image of this was completely different. Okay.
That's okay. You're not the only one.
Ooh, I need to build those maps more then.
Yep. Part of the reason that I let the Starsong Elves have Rockkeep is that I never needed to come here again to visit them.
See how well that worked out for you.
And we
I know.
appreciate it.
Right in the ass.
Oh, they're packing still. They're hoping you're going to bring their friends, and now they're packing faster.
Mhm.
That lake is haunted.
Yeah, no shit.
Never going to get the smell off me. All right. Jump in the water.
The town hall was in the middle of the lake, and that
Yeah.
It is in the middle of that small lake at sea,
Yeah.
Awkward.
Mm.
Okay.
but it's not in the middle of the big lake.
Well, he was just a lizard person. I'm
What
glad
is
he
this?
could give us that much information.
What is this?
Excuse you, just a lizard person?
Ooh,
Whoops.
mistakes were made.
Speciesism.
My apologies, Delirious. You're right. That was extremely ignorant of me.
We're going to get him back.
Better.
He has a high EQ. Oh, high IQ, not high EQ.
So heading west towards Lake Shore. Are we going to do speaking with all the things?
I think
Is that what I heard?
that's the best bet.
I'm gonna get into the water, and I would like to take 10 minutes to ritual cast Speak with Animals.
Before we do that, would you mind rolling me a d6? As you walk from Starsong Hill to Lake Shore.
It's a 5.
5. It is a easy walk with no random encounters. It's like all the animal life has just been scared away from the trail left by the crab creatures as we march through the fens. And even now, hours later, they're hesitant to come back.
Ooh,
And you
boy.
arrive at the lakeside.
Ooh.
It's a gloomy, overcast day, a little chilly, wind blowing across the water, causing it to ripple. It's not big enough to actually get waves on it, though.
I appreciate this gloom as a gloom stalker. I'm gonna get into the
Gloomy
water.
like your soul.
Yeah, just like my soul. Just like me. I'm gonna get into the water and I'm going to ritual cast Speak with Animals. I'm going to try to find a little fish or a little frog, whatever.
All right. It will take you 10 minutes. Go ahead and make me a survival check. And we'll see what you find.
There's survival. That is gonna be a 12.
Okay. Would you like a fish or a frog?
I'll take a frog.
You find one.
Ribbit.
It's a big, fat bullfrog.
Oh, it's so cute. Well, friend, I'd like to know if you know where the crustaceans went. The big ones.
Looks out at the water. Looks back at you. Out there.
Like in the middle of the... Are they in the middle of the lake? Do we just...
Down. Out. And down.
Out and down. Well, that was specific.
That way. It doesn't point, instead it just goes and sticks its tongue out in the direction it wants you to go.
Okay. Is that still like in a westerly direction or?
Looking at the map. West northwest.
West northwest.
So midway between west and northwest.
Okay.
Out and down.
Out and down.
They are molting.
Molting?
Molting.
Molting.
Shedding shells. Leaving pieces. Follow that.
Interesting.
Bah.
Okay. Thank you, friend. I give the little pat and I put it back in the mud because it's probably where I got it.
Very happy to be back in the mud.
It's a very good frog.
Ooh.
It is a very nice frog. So
It's a good word.
we have to go just like about that way, and I'm going to point in the direction that it pointed. He said that they were shedding their shells. They're molting. So we should be able to follow their molt
Under the water.
under the water. He
What
said
is
out
molting?
and down? Molting, like they're shedding their skin. Like when insects get larger, they
I don't pay
shed
attention to insects.
Chickens
Okay.
lose their feathers.
Snakes
Like-
molt. Don't they?
snakes. Yes. If you think of like a spider, like what they do is they
I
like,
also don't pay attention
correct.
to spiders.
Maybe.
I'm describing it to you. That's what they're like. When they get too big for their skin gets hard, and then they crack out of the skin, and then they wiggle their way out.
Oh god,
It's
that's
very-
horrifying.
It is pretty horrifying, but it's really cute actually, because they've got like they get like new fur, and then they get more colorful.
Oh, can you animate their moltings?
That would be something.
It's an interesting
Something to
question.
think about.
We do that thing from Pirates of the Caribbean where like we
Is it a-
carry parts of the carapace and like just walk up on the bottom.
If it's an exoskeleton, I don't see why not.
Item.
Indoor skeleton, exoskeleton. What's the difference, really?
One is on the inside and one's on the outside.
Hush, hush, hush with your science that I don't believe in.
Shut up, Ranger. I don't want you to answer questions about nature. Wait, shoot, do what you were hired for.
Oh, speaking of which, let's look at your passive perceptions. Oh, okay.
Whatever
Delara,
it is, I think I see it.
you do. Not too far away from you, there is mostly it's just fens with grass and mud everywhere, but there's one tree that has managed to survive on a slight rise, just enough to get up out of it, although it looks like it's been struck by lightning, so it has grown up and is split kind of down the middle, with one side very healthy and bushy and the other side a little bit decrepit and scraggly.
Mm-hmm.
And that is all that you notice around the area while you're waiting.
I'm curious about this tree that's obviously important somehow. Let's go take a closer look at the tree carefully.
Must be unlucky if it got hit by lightning.
Or maybe it's both. Why is the universe giving me these signs? I don't like it.
Are you going over to inspect the tree more?
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep an eye.
It has indeed been struck right down the middle with lightning. That caused it to splinter. And one side apparently got more of the nutrients than the other.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore was able to flourish and grow and remain strong, while the other one is getting no nourishment and has withered and is starting to die.
Say to you.
I don't understand what the lesson here is.
Maybe there is no lesson.
Don't get struck by lightning.
I think that's the lesson.
Hmm.
Signs, importance everywhere.
But maybe that other half just wants to live. It just needs the nutrients going to it to help it flourish. Doesn't it have a right to life?
I think we'll drive ourselves crazy if we start seeing signs in everything we see.
First the orange, then the tree. I don't think I'm crazy.
I just think it might be coincidence right now.
Oh, most assuredly not. No.
He's trying to get your attention.
Absolutely.
I was trying to look on the bright side.
This is the wrong party for that nonsense.
I have to be an optimistic person.
I haven't met a lot of drow, but you really are bright for a drow.
That's why she is here, not
I
down
mean-
below.
Like bright and bubbly, or
I mean, I've never met anybody like me on around here, so I don't know. I've met other people of my kind in other places, but not here on Toril. It's very interesting.
I want to hear more about where you're from, but maybe we should save the elves first.
We should probably do that. Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, it's good to think about the future. Are we friends or coworkers? What is our deal? The Velkyn Weave.
I think that's again something we probably want to discuss after we save. Because I want to think about it too.
My
Don't
cousin
leave me,
and
Quitten.
my other cousin and my other cousin.
I cannonball into the water. Cannonball!
This,
Ballista!
since we're going in the water,
what is your swimming stuff that you have up, Quentin? Your cloak of the manta ray?
Yeah, swim with speed of 60,
Oh,
I believe. Yeah.
I'm
the
gonna
water
take-
is dark and murky.
Here.
Do you have dark vision?
60 feet.
Okay. It is halved in the water, by the way,
I'm
because
going
of the
to
murkiness. There's so
summon
much mud and debris.
Visibility
globules of light
sucks.
to try to dancing lights. They're little globs that give us just 10 foot, just a little extra.
The downside of that one is this: there's so much mud and dirt floating in the water that it's just really blocking your vision beyond 30 feet.
Okay. So it's like
But the
adding.
dancing light will give you dim light within that 30 feet,
Okay.
which is better than the no light that you would have otherwise.
All right. They're up while we're underwater.
Okay. Noted.
If you kept those off to our side, 30, 60, 90 feet, it could help. If anybody does see it, they'd go after that instead of us, possibly.
Hopefully.
All right. That's your preference. You can keep them to the side.
What swimming precautions have you taken, Bo?
I'm going to save my potion of swimming, and try to just keep up for now. So I have the underwater breathing spell, right?
Yep.
and I think that's it.
All right. You are able to breathe just fine, although, as I said, there's a lot of particulates in the water because it's right here next to the fens, and it's kind of like the land dissolves into the water more than there's actually a shore. Who next? Stagander?
I'll just dive in.
All right, you have a swim speed?
Yep.
Oh, Gloomstalker? Okay.
Yes.
And you have dark vision, which is halved. What's your
So-
dark vision, Drow?
150 feet.
150?
Yeah.
Okay. It goes down to
75?
dark vision is 75, but you're still right in the problem with the particulates in the water.
Okay.
So that also limits you down to 30 feet.
That's fine. I'll survive.
Okay. Delirious. Oh, actually, no. I saw Jose make a motion. He volunteered. And you have your gloves of swimming and the water breathing.
Gloves of swimming, climbing will don't suffer any movement penalties, and I now can breathe water. So
Nice.
Okay.
30.
And you, Delirious.
I was thinking of doing something cool, but I'm actually not sure if that's the way to go here.
Drink it.
Tadpole.
Drink.
You know what?
Tadpole.
Drink.
Tadpole.
Bottoms up.
No, I'm actually going to turn my polymorph spell upon myself.
Ooh, that is cool.
A whale.
Can I turn myself into some sort of like dire stingray? Like a freshwater stingray?
Going to the book.
Oh, we got stats for it. Sure.
I didn't find one in the monster manual that I just looked at.
Does your manta ray, or cloak of the manta ray, give you any sorts of stats for a manta ray over there, Quentin?
No, it's not the polymorph version. It just gives me the swim speed and the maybe
Let's
breathing
see if we
underwater.
got it.
it's very stylish though.
It is.
No.
Well,
not
the manta
showing
ray
up.
would actually be, I think, too big for like a swamp. No, because this lake isn't all that shallow though.
It's a pretty big lake. If you
Yeah.
look at the
Yeah.
map of it, we're about 5 miles across. So you can barely see the other side of it, on a clear day. And today it's kind of just a smudgy outline on the far side. And you can see rain coming about half hour before it gets to you across this lake. All right, I got giant crocodiles, giant crabs, giant frogs.
Actually, you know what? I think a
Giant
giant crocodile
octopus.
would be better
Sounds
All
good.
right.
because this is a crocodile's environment, and that's probably a more dangerous creature than a stingray anyway.
Giant crocodiles are no joke.
And they're amphibious, right?
Well, they breathe air, but they don't have to. They can hold
They can
their
hold for a long
lungs
time.
for a
Oh, okay.
while.
30 minutes. Although you still have your water breathing.
You got water breathing,
And it does have a swim speed.
Yep.
A
They're
really
dangerous. They're
fast
very dangerous.
swim speed.
Yes, they are.
More like they can
And
walk.
that is a challenge rating of 5. Is that your polymorph spell can do that easily?
Yeah, my CR or less,
Okay.
and I guess I'm CR 10 because I'm level 10.
Rush, you go down to all fours and you feel a tail sprouting out the back. Your mouth elongates and you can feel it filling full of teeth, and your eyes shift up on the top side of your head, and your arms get scaly and bumpy, and pretty soon you're like really close down to the ground, and into the water you go.
Didn't see that coming.
I hope she told us.
Was that supposed to happen? Hey,
Not the one.
The crocodile.
Well, you heard me. You would have heard me, like invoke Timora. Timora, beloved trickster, turn me into a giant crocodile. And then
You were able to see this as you're in the water within range easily. And so Delirious joins the fray in croc form. And what is your plan to go from here? You all are now in the water and can breathe and can move reasonably well, except for, I think, Bope.
Bope, can you ride Delirious?
I'm willing to do that.
I am
Hold
very
on.
small.
Yeah, you can hold on. And, giant crocodiles are built large, I assume.
Huge.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
You are large. You have 85 hit points, by the way.
Oh, nice. I'm going to write that down.
Armor class 14.
Yeah.
85 hit points.
The number of hit points is Bope.
You said 85 hit points?
Mm-hmm. And a swim speed of 50.
AC 13, 50 foot
14.
swim. 14.
Mm-hmm.
50 foot swim. Bitchin'. Do I have a bite attack?
Hail to the yeah. Plus
Hell
8.
to the air.
Plus 8 and does 3d10 plus 5.
Holy shit! I'm
And,
gonna have to do this more often.
And it's grappled.
Grappled. You're the death roll. You're.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can also tail smack somebody.
Yes.
Also plus 8. Reach 10 feet, by the way. And but it can't be grappled by you. So
That's
lead
alright.
with the tail and with the mouth.
Yep.
Does 2d8 plus 5 bludgeoning.
Nice.
And if the creature is a creature, I have to succeed. The target has to succeed at a DC 16 strength save or be knocked prone,
Ooh.
giving you advantage on that bite attack.
Wow.
Giant crocs are pretty boss.
Yeah, they are.
I need to throw these at you.
Please
No.
don't.
Yeah.
No.
Why did I
I'll
go
have to
with
turn them
crabs? I could've
into
gone with
something
crocs.
if they do that.
Oh, and you also have stealth of plus 5.
Truly Timora's creature.
Also, you can if you get a variant, you can keep time.
The what?
Giant ticking crocodile.
Peter Pan reference. Couldn't resist.
I got it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay.
I got that
didn't know what you said.
reference.
Occasionally, you'll run across clocks that have like a crocodile motif to them. It's a Peter Pan reference.
Yep.
Anyway, so you're in the water and you have Dolores the enormous crocodile, and with a Bope, who is going to have to like.
Now, what
Little
you should
tiny
do,
boat.
Bope, is you sit cross-legged on top like this, and I'll be like just below the water. So it looks like you're just like skidding across the water.
I love it.
That would work. Underwater, he'll probably have to lay flat and like crouch next
Yeah.
to you, but he can do that above the water.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
They both
It's Stigander would be kind of close to the bottom of the water,
Mhm.
looking for any kind of hints of this carapace that the bullfrog was hinting at.
I would like you to make me a survival check to trail this at disadvantage because of the murky water.
Okay.
Would you like to get any assistance from this? Or
Can
would you
I-
like to be Timora's favor?
Can I assist?
Sure. Are you capable of casting spells in crocodile form?
No, I can't cast spells. But I have a good perception and I have crocodile eyes and crocodile sense of smell, which is supposed to be pretty good. You'd probably smell the rotting.
I didn't make it
Carapace.
into the rule book, but you can definitely aid her and give
Yeah.
her advantage on the roll.
Yeah.
Okay,
That,
so
that's
that just makes it straight roll. That is 21 survival, right?
Mhm.
21.
You were able to look around and you find what looks to be a large piece of carapace just resting on the bottom.
I do the crocodile rumble and the water trembles, and that's my like my pointer dog sign. Like, oh, it's this way.
And with that, you can also see another piece a little bit further on. Apparently, they've left quite a trail of debris as they went.
Right on.
But you notice that the carapaces were all facing toward town, as if they were shedding their two small shells as they were heading to Starsong Hill.
Interesting.
And I'm sorry, these are carapaces of the crab things?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. So what I'll probably do is, like, when I find a piece of carapace, I'll wait for everybody to kind of come forward, because I don't know how. Are they pretty close to one another? Or, like, if I moved on?
They vary. Sometimes they're a dozen feet. Sometimes they're 100 feet apart.
Okay. So
We'll
generally
have to
what
make
I'll
some
do
more
then is,
survival
like...
checks as we go on.
So when they are closer together, I'll like move to the next one and kind of wait for everybody to follow.
It's going to
We
be
should have tied ropes
miles.
to each other.
It's going to be miles across the lake floor.
Mhm.
So we'll do this as one check for every mile.
Okay, cool.
But there's always a chance you might run into something. So, Teleria, could you please roll a d6 for me? Let me know if you get a 1 or a 2.
That's a 5.
Okay. You trail this for a full mile across the lake bed. Because of your tracking, you're not making great time. And also the murkiness of the water, so you're moving at half speed. It takes you about 30 minutes to do this mile. Would you like to please make me another survival check with advantage?
I cast mage armor on myself.
But also disadvantage, right? 'Cause
Yes. With this, so make a straight roll, d20.
that is a 12.
12. Teleria, please roll me 2d6.
Oh,
Tell me what you get on each die independently.
it was a 3 and a 1.
Okay. Delirious picks it up first with her crocodile senses. There are some fish nearby. And these fish are have this tremendous underbite.
Oh, okay. Barracuda or pike or sturgeon.
Or piranhas.
Oh,
Dungeons and Dragons calls them quippers.
none of the above.
None of the...
They look kind of like that.
Okay.
Kind of like piranhas.
I do my crocodile rumble. They'd be wise not to fuck with me.
But they sense warm, tasty flesh. Go ahead and roll initiative as they start darting in towards you. There appear to be 5 of them, and they're coming in from different directions.
Oh boy.
Wow, being a crocodile really suits me.
I will be taking 10 on my initiative.
What?
Or monsters
It's
just take
the average.
Oh, I thought taking 10 minutes as in... Yeah, that's not a thing in 5th ed, so... Never
So,
mind.
Stagander, what'd you get?
I got a 23.
Oh my god. All right, Bope,
I got 20.
Quentin,
20.
Delirious.
21.
Ooh.
All right, what'd you get, Bope?
20, same as Quentin. I think he
And
goes first.
Stagander got 23. That brings us to Teleria.
14.
All right. So they are some distance away from you, out into the murkiness. So you'll need to, the passive perception is 13 that you need to have to notice it.
I got
And
him.
what do you have as your passive perception, Teleria?
14.
All right. Unfortunately, Bope is the one that does not see it, having too much fun riding the crocodile.
Well, the crocodile sees it, so he's okay.
He's just along for the ride. He'll see them eventually.
Yeah,
Is he really enjoying the crocodile rumble? Like, ooh.
I am.
It's like a
That means
massage.
Bope is surprised on the first round. Stagander, you see a mouthy fish riding towards you, looking to take a bite out of crime.
I'd out of cry.
How close to me?
Right now, 30 feet.
30 feet? All right, I can get to that.
When it's turn, it's going to be a lot closer.
Well, that's fine, because I technically have 45 feet of movement in this first turn, so I can get to it. So I'm going to actually swim towards it, and I'm going to brandish my short sword, and I'm going to hit it.
All right.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. How do you roll with? How do you short sword?
It's a finesse weapon, so you can roll D6, D20, add your proficiency bonus plus your dexterity plus any magic.
All right, cool. So I don't have any magic. That's a 23 to hit.
Oh yeah.
All right.
The true ranger line, if ever I heard one. How do you use a short sword?
How do you use a short sword?
Hold on. Well, first you got to take it out of the wrapper.
Got this.
Oh, you broke the seal. Now the warranty's off.
How many of these creatures are there? Are there
One
several?
near you. They're all
one?
spread out.
All right. I'm not gonna bother calling foe on this. This little tidbit. That is 9 points of slashing damage.
Yeah, right through. And yours is dead.
He's dead?
Yeah, dead.
Okay. I can't see any other ones.
It's a good sign.
They are. You see another 1, 2, 3, 4 darting towards other people.
Any within 15 feet of me?
Let's go with no, because you swam out 30 feet to it.
Okay. All right.
Valeris.
I did my, stay away rumble. They didn't listen. So now I'm gonna go for. I'm just gonna. Well. So how big are they? Because you say fish, and I think, oh well, I should just be able to bite them, and then that'll get them in one bite. Because I'm a crocodile and it's a fish.
Well,
They're about the size. They're about yay big.
All right, then maybe
tiny
we should
if
do
you want the stat
the
number.
tail slap first. Okay, so I swim over and whoosh.
All right, roll your attack.
I don't like D&D Beyond tonight, so. Okay, that's a 23 to hit.
You hit my fish.
That's right, I hit that fish. 2d8.
It's like a fish slapping dance in reverse.
14 bludgeoning damage from the
Boom! The fish explodes in little tiny pieces from crocodile tail going right through it. Bope is surprised. Quentin.
What did my mount just do?
I will try an Eldritch Blast one of them.
Sure.
All right. D&D Beyond, don't fail me. 20 to hit.
Yeah, you hit.
All right, for 9 necrotic damage. No, sorry, 9 force.
You see all of its
All right.
skeleton inside the fish, and then it just...
And then a second attack and another one. I'll move a little bit if I need to get one in my range. 22 to
don't
hit.
need to.
Okay, well,
You have ranged attacks.
yeah. And then 4 force on that second one.
Oh, why do you have a second attack?
Eldritch Blast cantrip. It gives me more than one.
Almost has
Your 4 damage on the second one,
Huh?
does it have to be adjacent or anything? Because they're quite spread out at this point.
No, it's a separate attack. 120-foot range normally.
Okay.
amazing cantrip.
All right. Another one blasts. It's my turn. There's one left. And it shoots, it runs forward and tries to bite at Tleria.
Bravely.
I rolled a 2.
That will not hit.
Tleria, your turn.
All right. So, let's see here. That is a 22
It hits.
for 8 points of damage.
And that fish dies. And that is all the fish.
All right.
And there don't seem to be any more in the immediate area.
Oh, didn't notice anything.
We just keep swimming.
This is great, guys.
Just notice some chum in the water after.
Yeah.
You think you've lost the trail at some point, Stigander.
Mm-hmm.
You will need to backtrack and try again.
Okay. Do that.
Again, we've been here before. I recognize that algae.
I'm gonna flick you.
Down here, you actually start getting some rocks at the bottom of the lake. And there's a good bit of seaweed near the
Ooh.
shore.
That's a 25.
You were able to refine your path, and you head on towards the down, as going down and toward the deepest part of the lake. Tleria, please roll me 3d6. Tell me what you get.
4, 5, and a 4.
Okay.
I'll take a moment and cast Mage Armor on myself just in case this happens again.
All right.
Eat it.
Another mile done. You are now 2 miles into the lake. Please make me another survival check.
That is
How
a
long has it
16.
This is every mile is taking half an hour. every time
I am
she
no
takes
longer a
steps.
crocodile.
Oh.
Just holding onto your shoulders.
Like pulling out the potion, like, oh!
Hold on, I can't swim yet.
Wait, I can breathe underwater. What am I saying? It doesn't matter.
All right, what'd you get, Stagander?
16.
16? All right, you make
That
it
was fun while it
another.
lasted.
You are continue wandering through into the deeper parts of the lake. The water is getting darker down here. Teleria, please roll me. How many d6 did I have you roll last time?
3.
4d6.
That's 3, a 2. Should I keep rolling?
Yeah, all of them.
3, a 2, a 5, and a 2.
Okay, good enough. You, the following people, everyone again, but unfortunately, Bope, feels more fish in the area of the same type, except this time there's not just 1 or 2 or 6. There seem to be hundreds of them, and they're coming your direction.
What a time not to be a crocodile.
Roll initiative. As we graduate from Quipper to Swarm of Quippers.
No.
Oh, lordy, 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 lordy.
Son of Quipper.
And now I have, of course, the cleric initiative. I need to take like a level in druid or something, because the only way to be is to be a giant crocodile, clearly.
That wild shape.
This is known, Khaleesi.
Other of fish.
Jose was up in Jeff with me. There were reasons why the druids ran the place. It was
Swarm for you. Swarm for you. Tangle for you. Swarm for you.
Stagander, what'd you get?
I had a 23.
Delirus,
5.
Bope.
5.
Which one of you have the higher dex?
Me.
Okay, Quentin,
14.
Deliria.
13.
What'd you get, Quentin?
14.
Okay, cool. All right. Once again, unfortunately, Bope is surprised from the Quippers flying in. There are so many of them. Oh, dear God. So many of them. There are 2 swarms for each of you.
Oh,
Ugh.
this is going to last longer than the last combat.
Oh, and we're going to start with Stagander. They are
Yep.
all around you. It is a target-rich environment.
All right,
They're
awesome.
above you. They're below you. They're to the sides of you.
I'm just gonna go ahead and swing. Swing for the fences.
Are you? All right. So you sprint forward and try to grab one. We'll call this S1.
Well, if they're above and below, so I do have to move in order to get to some.
Well, you can stand there and wait for them to come to you, and then have a ready to action, and you can take your ready to action when they get to you.
I will wait until they come to me. Then I will ready an attack. Oh no, because then I'll lose my triple attack. I guess I'm swimming out to them. Somebody don't lose the trail.
It's not that far. You're not going to lose a trail.
Okay. Cool. I can do math.
All right.
16 to hit.
16 will hit.
All right.
They, however, have resistance because there's so many little ones. So while it's 1 hit point for the big blob of fish,
Mhm.
they have resistance to your damage.
Okay.
So go ahead and hit
I
with your
can-
16.
That is 7 points of slashing damage, unfortunately.
You kill some of them, and there's lots more.
I'm sure. So my next hit is gonna be a 15.
That will also hit.
Okay. This is the one that gets the extra D8 of, yes, the extra D8. So that is gonna be 15 points of slashing damage.
Is that after having?
That is before having.
Okay, so, all right. Was that 7 halved as well for the first attack, or was that the full damage?
It's full. I was giving you full. Would it be
Alright.
easier if you do you want me to half it?
No, I just as long as
Okay.
we're on the same page.
I will give it to you full.
Sounds like a good plan.
It's less math that I have to do.
We'll do it anyway.
All right. That is a 27.
That also hits.
All right, cool. This D6 hates me. That is 7 points of slashing damage.
Alrighty.
That is the end of my turn.
All right. So you wound many of these quippers. I'm going to borrow a page from Sly Flourish. Tell me an interesting trait about this particular swarm of quippers that differentiates it from all other quippers around it. Is it red? Are they like some of them red? Do some of them have like stripes? Are they what interesting?
You want me to tell you?
Yeah, pick it. You wounded it, so you get to identify this item.
Cool. They're striped. They got like a red stripe from like
Red stripe.
head to tail.
Awesome. Alrighty. You are You are now in the midst of the red stripe quipper swarm, and that
Yeah.
brings us to Quentin.
Let's see. I will bonus action hex the swarm that she has attacked, and then I will lash out with, and I yell "Araj," which translates to vengeance as the hex lands, and I will attempt to Eldritch Blast it.
All right. Which language?
Undercommon. Yeah. Undercommon.
Interesting. Okay.
So that's a 21 to hit.
Mhm.
For 2 force and 3 necrotic. And then the second attack on the same swarm. 19 to hit for.
Mhm.
Waiting for the die. 8 force and 4 necrotic. And
All right. Those two blasts, the red stripe quipper swarm disperses. There are no few quippers survive, but they swim away. They're no longer an effective fighting force. So one of the swarms is gone.
Huzzah.
one of the 10 swarms.
8.
Oh,
Eight.
Oh,
Oh.
nope. 8.
Just 8.
No, you're right. You were right. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
I liked it better
Yikes.
when I was 8.
Anything else, Quentin?
No, I'm done.
Deliria.
All right. I am going to start my blade song. Bonus action.
Mhm.
And how far is the swarm away from me?
30 feet.
30 feet. Okay.
They are just at the edge of your range, your visual as they're swimming in to get you, which is when we triggered initiative.
Right. I will move towards that swarm that's closest to me
Okay,
and attack it.
go for it.
Shazam.
Cowabunga.
That's a well into the 20s. And,
Yeah. That hits Squippers.
I am going to head and activate a cantrip with my second attack, Green Flame Blade.
Mm-hmm.
It's lovely.
Mm-hmm.
All right. First hit was a 14.
All right. I am having
And-
it.
Okay.
Is that's normal slashing damage, right? What are you using, rapier?
So actually, I just rolled my Green Flame Blade damage first. So it's basically the damage of the weapon, which is piercing, and
Mhm.
then the magic damage from the Green Flame Blade, which is a
That all
D8.
goes through.
So that's a.
nice.
And then the Flame Blade jumps to another target that's within 5 feet of the initial target. How are we calling a swarm one thing or?
They are one thing, so you can jump to a second swarm. But before we go to the next swarm, you did 14 points of slashing weapon damage.
Let's see.
I'm
That
so
was.
confused.
I rolled 2 dice. I rolled the weapon die and the Green Flame Blade die at the
Mhm.
same time. So the weapon die was
I'm not worried
We'll
about.
call 8 of that. 8 of that damage, so 4.
Okay, so 4 and 7.
Yeah.
Okay, 11 damage.
And
All
then
right, tell me an interesting feature about the first one you hit.
It's got warts all over.
Warts? Okay, they're the warty quiver swarm. Got
I
it.
was gonna say Teleria the sushi chef, but now that's just gross.
The green flame will leap to the next swarm,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll do 7 more points of damage.
Of green flame damage.
Green
Tell me
flame.
about this one. We have warty quiver swarm. What's this one?
This one is they're mostly missing. They've been a lot of fights. They're mostly missing their fins and tails.
Okay, missing fins. Finless. Go with finless, that's short. Finless. Alrighty. And that brings us to Swarm's turn. Alrighty. Stagander.
That's me.
There's only one on you because the other one got obliterated. And he attacks you and bites you for 24 armor class.
Ow!
As they all go in diving. 14 points of bitey damage. 2 of those swarms attack you, Teleria.
Okay.
The first one is going to bite at you for a 16 armor class.
That will not hit.
And the second one does worse. All right, Quentin.
Yes.
My swarm swirls forward and bites at you. 15 and a 16 armor class.
It does not touch me.
All right, next one is on to Delirious. I rolled a 20 and then a 9.
Hit and a miss.
All right, so go ahead and take 14 points of piercing damage.
All right.
And the last one is 2 more come rolling in for Bope. And I roll a mighty 11, followed by a mighty 8.
All right. Hey.
And that is, there are now fish everywhere. Bope is surprised. Delirious.
Where'd these come from?
I'm not going to do that to you, Bope.
Okay, I have
I'm
2 swarms on me right now, right? Like they're in melee range and everything.
Yes, they are now adjacent to you.
Okay.
I have to actually dive in to bite you because I have a reach of 0, but I'm not leaving your threatened area. So there's no opportunity attacks.
Yeah, that's fine. That's not what I was
Bite
asking.
moving next to you.
So I brandish my holy symbol and I shout, "Burn!" And I explode with Word of Radiance.
Yikes.
That will hit both of those swarms. They give me a DC 19 con save, please, from both of them.
Hey, swarm number 1, swarm number 2. I rolled a 2 and a 1,
Okay.
even with my minus
First-
1 con.
Wow.
Does
First
not
swarm takes 4 radiant damage. Second swarm takes 8 radiant damage.
help. All right, give me a feature about the first one.
So the first one, ironically, has these bioluminescent spots in 2 rows along the sides. The second swarm has extra long fins, which actually don't help them swim very well, but they do look quite fierce.
All righty, got it. They're both now slightly damaged. Anything else?
No, that was
Alright.
it. That was my action.
Well, I'm going to let you go anyway because you're down here at the bottom of the initiative.
Aw.
Let's do ya.
Well, it's not going to be too momentous because I gave up all my AoE.
Blight.
Fireball isn't that great.
Not underwater.
I'm going to try to grab 2 of the fish out of the water and cast Shocking Grasp.
All righty.
Nice.
Okay.
Better
hope I'm
than
not
fish fry.
very close to
21 to hit.
21. That will hit.
Okay, 2d8.
As you watch as you grab one fish and the lightning just arcs through the entire swarm.
I rolled 2 8s.
Nice.
Yeah.
16 points of electric.
That's right. Yeah.
Alrighty, I am now a wounded swarm. Tell me about the swarm that you have electrified.
These were derivatives of a rainbow trout offshoot of Clipper, so they are rainbow striped.
Got it.
Correct.
Done. Top of the round, unless there's anything else to get under. That's right, Dolir. Both. Oh.
Try again.
I will get a word. Quentin and Deliria. Oh, anything else?
Nope. We're good.
Okay, top of the round. Stagander.
Cool. I'm going to, because there's another swarm near me, right?
Oh yeah, it's the one that bit you.
I'm gonna fight it. Baby. A 14?
That will hit.
Oh, cool. Sweet deal. That is gonna be 10 points of slashing damage.
All right.
And my second hit is going to be a dirty 20.
That hits.
Threw my die on the ground, so just get a new one. That is also 10 points of slashing damage.
All righty. Tell me about this one. The last one was red stripes.
Yeah, this one's got like little what is like what those like the octopus have is where they're like blue spots with like yellow outlines.
Chromatophores.
That. I can't say that word, but
The metaphors.
Chromatophores.
Okay.
It's actually, I think they're little muscles actually that expand and contract with color. May not be muscle, but that's what they're doing, and that's how they change colors. The different color spots expand and contract.
ooh,
All right.
I got fancy
Got it.
spots.
Metaphors it is. Anything else?
Nope, that is it for me.
Quentin is next. Teleria is on deck. Quentin.
So I got 2 swarms occupying my space,
Oh, they're adjacent to you.
adjacent. Can I describe what they look like, or do I have to hit them first?
Sure.
Earn it.
You describe what they look like.
Both of them have 3 eyes. One is, but the third eye is like on its forehead and all cloudy. One is like a milky white, and the other is like a pus yellow. Between the two storms.
Okay. Cloudy eyes, then pus yellow eyes.
Yep. But I'm going to leave them behind. I'm going to bonus action disengage and flat my feet and move over to the one that Bope had engaged,
Mm-hmm.
that he fried. And I am trying to rapier sneak attack, hit it here. Let's see if it goes. That is a 21 to hit.
You're hitting the rainbow one on Bope, you said?
Yeah, the one he hit with the 16 lightning
hits.
damage. That is 7 magical. Hold on. Sneak attack here. Total of 14 magical piercing. And then
Alright.
the second attack on it. 17 to hit.
That hits.
For 11 more magical piercing.
All right. And
And,
that one is, you were able to stab in a blurry flurry of slashing, and that swarm disperses.
And then I flick the quippers that have accumulated on the rapier off to clear the blade, and my turn is done.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Quentin.
Teleria, then Quippers.
All right. Rolled a 15 on the first hit.
Hits.
All right. That's going to be 5 piercing damage
All right.
and 5 magic green flame damage to the same one.
All right.
And
It's still
then
there. Can you jump it?
The flame has to go to the next to
Okay.
the next swarm, and that swarm will take 14 points.
14 points of green flame.
Yep,
And that's all flame.
all flame. Yep,
Okay. One attack. Do you get multiple attacks?
yep. I got a 14 on the second attack.
That also hits. Are you still hitting the warty one?
Yes.
Okay.
And that will do just a regular attack for 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage.
Oh, it's halved, right?
Yep. Oh, still hanging on there, ever so barely.
So close.
All right. You're wounded, aren't you, Stagander?
Yes. Sorta? Yeah.
It's okay. So it attacks you with advantage with blood frenzy. Blah! 13 armor class.
13?
Yeah, 13.
Nope.
Okay. They did not do very well on their attack. I then have Warty one will attack Teleria. Teleria, have you been hit yet?
Oh, sorry. No, I have not been hit.
All right. In that case, a 15, does that hit you?
Does not hit.
Okay, they both miss. Quentin ran away from his 2.
tactically moved.
He bravely ran away.
There is blood in the water.
It's pronounced maneuver in Elvish.
Mhm. Do I go after you or do I go after the blood in the water? I go after the blood in the water. Stagander, one of Quentin's runs over and bites at you. I rolled a 12.
Nope.
Teleria, one of them, you have not been bit yet. Who is the other person I bit? I believe with Delirious, did I get you?
I got bit once, yeah.
All right, one of them runs, one of Quentin's packs runs at you, 23 armor class.
Yes.
Take 14 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Does a 15 hit you?
Me again?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, and the last one attacks you for 23 armor class.
Yes.
14 points of piercing damage.
What is this? Pick on the cleric day?
Quentin left a whole bunch of unguarded quippers.
So it's his
killed
fault.
two. I've killed two.
Boat.
Blame Quentin.
I made a mistake. Are you wounded at all?
Nope.
Okay. I don't have advantage then. But I rolled a 20 on the second time.
A natural 20.
Alrighty. In that case, they just get at you and they get underside your robes. And since I'm just going to do average, I have full hit points. So take 28 points of damage.
Ooh, crikey.
I missed you both times, didn't I, Teleria? Jose?
Correct.
All right. They do less damage when they're bloodied. And that is the end of Quipper Lash. Boom! There is one group of Quippers that really has your number.
Yes. And they're on me.
Yes. They do not stay in your spot. Well, actually, I could. Because I'm only one there. Yes, it is in your spot. In your space. Because they're... Actually, no. A swarm can occupy another creature's space and vice versa. So it's going to do that.
Yeah. So you're telling me wall of stone around myself would be a terrible idea.
Oh, I think that's an idea.
Just a watery tomb that sinks. No. Oh man, why do I always pack the wrong spells? What do you guys think? Suggestion, right?
Do some damage. Just
Fireball!
It
Lich
worked
touch.
last time. I got rid of fireball. Yeah, I'm gonna try to grab some more fish. Try to grasping. That's a natural one. Nope, didn't work.
All right, anything else, Bo?
No.
It's hard to think with all these things. Deliris and then Stagander.
Once again, the holy symbol whips out, hack out a cloud of blood into the water, and again shout "burn!" And I think there's 3 swarms on me now.
And I failed all 3.
Awesome.
nice.
New swarm first that took a chunk out of me. 7 radiant damage. Second swarm, one I got last time. 11 radiant damage. Third swarm.
Ooh.
6 radiant damage.
All right.
Yeah.
The first 2 will now start doing are bloodied and will do half damage to you when they hit.
Can I also throw a healing word on myself since that's a bonus action, or not because I cast a damage dealing spell?
It's you're doing a cantrip, aren't you?
Yeah, that was a cantrip.
Yeah, you can cast bonus action.
Okay, great. I'm gonna slap myself with that then.
Okay.
Over the health back.
That brings us to the top of the round as she takes care of that one. Stagander, followed by Quentin.
All right, I'm gonna keep poking at this this swarm around me.
Mm-hmm.
That is 21 to hit.
Hits.
9 points of slashing damage. Second hit is a dirty 20,
Also hits.
which is 8 points of slashing damage.
You have it bloodied, which means it does half damage.
Arr,
And it's still there.
die already.
Permaphores. Quentin.
I will use my bonus action to move my hex onto the most damaged-looking swarm on Delirious. Arage! And then I will attack it with Eldritch Blast.
Okay, that would be the bioluminescent spotted one.
Okay, I got an 18 to hit.
You hit.
For 7 force and 2 necrotic. And if
Alright.
it's still there, I'll follow up with another attack.
It is still there.
25 to hit for 4 necrotic and 2 force.
And that disperses the bioluminescent spotted one.
And give you a little jaunty salute and just kind of tread water. I'm done.
Still mad at you.
Teleria, there are 2 of them on you. They
Okay.
both look very hurt. Like you've reduced their number by about 3/4 at this point.
I will see if I can continue that trend. Let's see. That is a 16 on the first attack. Take it, that hits.
Yes.
Okay.
The magic number, by the way, is 13.
That is 9 points of damage piercing, so that is plus 2 of fire.
And that is enough to disperse the warted swarms.
Hooray!
The damage still jumps.
Damage jumps, and that is 11 points to the other one.
And that one also disperses. So
Sweet.
both of them on Teleria are dead.
Would you say the tide is turning in the battle?
I think so.
Ba-dum-bum.
Inspiration, because I love puns.
Oh,
It's
where
inspiration.
have you been all my life?
All right, Teleria, anything else?
Are there any other swarms still up?
There is 1 swarm on Stagander. There are actually 2 swarms on Stagander because one acquaintance ran over and bit her. There are 2 swarms on Delirious and 1 swarm on Boat.
Okay. My movement is 45 currently, so I'm going to move over to the cleric, to Delirious.
And it's my turn. I attack with advantage on wounded Stagander, 15.
No.
The other one, the cloudy-eyed one, attacks Stagander with advantage with an even worse roll. The pus yellow eyes attacks Delirious for a 20 armor class.
Yes.
13 points of piercing damage. The long fins one attacks Delirious for a natural 20. And that becomes 28 points of piercing damage.
Waiting
Cleric down.
frantically.
And Bope.
I am now making rolls not to die.
Oh no! 22 to hit you, Bope.
I will. Well, that last one was a crit. Sure, no, I will cast Shield and bring my armor class up to 23.
It misses as you ward yourself, but unfortunately you see that Delirious, there are just too many fish, and she's no longer a crocodile.
Uh-oh.
And that takes us to Bope's turn, followed by Delirious.
Oh boy. Oh. Are there any that are like really high health?
The one on you has really high health.
Okay. But I'd be at
And the
disadvantage.
cloudy-eyed ones on Stagander has really high health.
But I'd be at disadvantage because they're all up in my grill, right?
Yes, because
Yeah.
unless you move, which will provoke an opportunity attack. I have a reach of 0. I don't think I get opportunity attacks.
All right. I mean, they're chewing through us too much. I don't really understand swarm mechanics. Would blight work? Does it count as a creature?
It does.
Okay.
The way they did in 5th edition is they made it a single creature, and you can target any as a single target.
Okay. I will take out a particularly soggy, rotten black acorn and smash it between my gnarled fingers and cast blight as the
Is that attack roll or a save?
get dehydrated. Constitution save 17.
It failed.
All right. Ooh, gotta roll some dice. Bum, bum, ba-dum.
My -1 did not preserve me.
Go figure.
Okay, that is 12, 13, 18, 19. Wow, 21, 27. That's the lowest.
27. You cast blight, and every fish around you just and then drops. Boom!
Nice.
And the second swarm around you is gone.
Enough playtime.
Anything else?
No.
Delirious, please make me a death save.
What is that again? It's a D20 and
Yep, roll 10 or
roll.
higher.
Plus nothing.
17.
Yeah.
You get a +1. Get 3 of those and you stabilize.
Yeah.
Huzzah.
All right, Stagander. There are 2 swarms on you.
Mm-hmm.
One
Okay.
is looking really bad.
I'm just gonna keep hitting the one that looks really bad and hope I kill it. I'm really rusty with this sword play stuff. That is gonna be a 16 to hit.
Hits.
As long as you remember that the pointy end goes into the enemy, you're
Yep,
okay.
yep. Those are the basics. 9 points of damage on that one.
All right.
Second attack is a 17 to hit.
Hits.
6 points of slashing damage.
And that one disperses, leaving one of them on you. And that
Yeah.
brings us to Quentin, followed by Teleria.
The 2 swarms are still on Delirious, or just near Delirious?
There are 2 swarms on Delirious. There is now 1 swarm on Stagander, and that's it. I have 2
Okay.
swarms left. They seem
I'm-
very single-minded for fish.
I will kick my legs and jet through the water, swim speed is 60, and go over to Delirious and feed her a potion of healing.
Okay.
Do you want to roll for that? 2d4 plus 2. And then I look at the 2 swarms, and I will attack one of them with the...
What is our
It's a
house
ri-
rule on potions? It's a bonus to give it yourself, an action to give it to someone else.
Yes.
Oh, is it a full action?
Is it? Are you using a? Are you a thief?
I am... Oh, no, I'm not a thief, but I do have my mage hand, the telekinetic hand. I guess I didn't have that up.
With
Okay.
that, can you do that as a bonus action?
Yeah, it gives me a bunch of like bonus action things I can do with it, including manipulate an object, store, retrieve, pour contents out of a vial.
Would you like to use your mage hand to do that for you?
I would.
Okay. Bonus action on it then.
Glug, glug, glug. It's underwater. I don't know how it works, but it's magic.
Magic.
And then with my ally,
Pop it
next to
open,
me-
it literally will go from the vial into her mouth.
I love it.
Its way through.
With my ally next to me and fearlessness in my heart, I then lash out at the nearest swarm.
Yeah, now he's
rapier in hand.
fearless.
Yeah, 27 to hit for. That is some extra sneak attack. 16 magical piercing total.
Which one are you hitting? Long fins or the pus yellow eyes?
We'll say long fins.
Okay. So 16 you said?
Yeah,
All right.
still up.
Still up.
All right, one
Not
more
looking
attack
good, but
then.
A lot fewer
50.
fish.
15 to hit
That hits.
for 7 magical piercing on the same one.
Alrighty, that is enough to disperse long fins. Anything else, Quentin?
I'm out of actions.
You got Teleria,
All right. What do we have
followed
left?
by fish.
What fishies do we have left?
There is one on Stagander and one on Delirious.
All right. I'm taking the one on Delirious.
Okay.
Going for it at least. This time I'm gonna use.
This is the pus yellowed eye ones, by the way.
So there's not.
The 2 last that have stood last are the 2 that were on Quentin that he kicked away from.
Are they within 5 feet of each other?
Hell no. One's
Okay.
on Stagander, one's now eating Delirious.
Okay. All right. Then. Then I will be using Booming Blade instead of Green Flame Blade. And I will be attacking.
Which one? Cloudy Eyes on Delirious or,
The one on Delirious. Yep.
sorry, Cloudy Eyes on Stagander, so pus yellow eyes.
Oh, that is a 24
Yeah.
to hit. And. Does 6 piercing.
Mm-hmm.
And
doing it.
Yep. And an additional 8 thunder damage.
All right, that all goes through, which is good because that kicks me to below half, so that when I bite Delirious with advantage again, I don't do damage.
Why are they getting advantage?
Because you're bloody. Because if you've lost any hit points, my blood frenzy kicks in.
Nice.
You're bleeding your own blood.
Unless Quentin has been attacked.
Well, I shouldn't be bleeding.
I've been attacked, but they
Somebody
haven't hit
else's
me
blood.
because I wield the Bane of Tiamat.
All right, you done, Teleria?
Yes. I mean, I don't have any. If I had a tanky type hit me action, I would, but I don't have that. So.
All right, Stagander. Cloudy Eyes bites Chew for 23 armor class. 14 points because I'm at full strength. Husk Yellow Eyes bites at recently recovered Delirious for 24 armor class, but only takes
Hits.
7 points of damage.
Down.
And that brings us to Bope. Actually, at this point in time, because of looking at the time, and I only have 2 left, I think you guys will be able to kill it.
He says after I'm down again.
I got my last bite in. So, Bope, tell me what you do to one of them.
Okay, I am going to. Well, first point of order, I did actually heal 12 hit points from killing a creature with the necromantic spell. So I didn't just dehydrate them, I rehydrated myself.
Ooh, reduce, reuse, recycle, I see.
Yeah, a new L'Oreal spokesperson.
Sorry. I will stare daggers at the Quipper, gnawing on my friend Delirious, and shoot a ray of sickness at it.
Boom! It goes off. It fails its save.
Oh, okay.
We're not.
Open
we're not,
eye or
I
ride or
just want you to
die.
kill it. Tell me how you're killing it.
Oh, okay. Actually, I rolled really well. Yeah.
Obviously, that's how you killed it.
The greenish necromantic ray splits off into as many fingers as it needs to just go right through the gills of each of those clippers.
All right, and that one is dead. Delirious, go ahead and make me a death save. Although I think you're going to get healed before.
5.
All right, strike 1. Stagander, how do you kill yours?
With a lot of slashing motions.
Stabby, stab, 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 stab. Finally, it goes down. And you guys have dispersed all the swarms of quippers. Well done. How are you going to heal your poor cleric?
I feel like the dinky bard, like, as if killing the cleric impresses us.
Good berry to stabilize.
Yeah.
Weave, you have the ability to get her into positives.
I have a potion.
Yeah, we
Don't forget, you also have the 2 potions of healing and 1 greater healing.
For a good berry.
Or a good berry.
Or a good berry, just mash it up and push it in.
Quentin said he gave her a good berry to stabilize her.
Oh.
No, that was a potion.
And then I'll give you a good berry and I work the jaw to help you chew it.
All right. Delirious comes to consciousness with 1 hit point.
Crikey.
Oh boy.
And after the assault upon our the quippers on the party, we'll let you heal up over the break, Delirious. And it might be a good time for us to take a short break here since it's almost 9. Don't forget to ask character questions by typing in questions in all caps. Question in all caps, followed by your question and which character it's directed to. And we'll answer up to 3 questions. Oh, Michelle.
Yes, sorry. I was healing.
I know I distracted you with rules.
You did.
My apologies.
Shoot. No, we're past that.
Oh, but I'm looking for.
Hey, have you guys checked out the Games Tavern Patreon? You definitely should soon. It's the best way to support our show. Just go to patreon.com/The Games Tavern, all one word, and get your hands on this amazing content. Our latest update includes early access to the interviews from the Games Tavern Happy Hour, miniatures paint plans from That Mini's Paint Show, and battle maps and plug-in encounters for your games. Some recognition of our regular Patreon supporters are Veratus23, Rose, Madith Productions, Michael B., and Christopher D. Thank you for your patronage and support.
As a reminder, we have a giveaway going on tonight. Type !epic in Twitch chat to enter to win an epic character generator, which you can create realistic avatars of your characters And it's all brought to you from Overhead Games. We'll be right back in just a few short minutes.
Hi, it's me, Scalathrax. When I'm not rampaging the world and trying to destroy everything in sight, I'm rampaging for new 5th edition monsters for my dungeons. And whether you need scuttling dungeon denizens, alien horrors, or sentient avatars of the World Tree, the Creature Codex has you covered. Nearly 400 new foes for your game. Everything from acid ants and grave behemoths to void giants and zombie lords. 424 pages of monsters. They include a dozen new demons and 5 new angels, wasteland dragons and dinosaurs, all new golems, which include the Altar Flame Golem, the Doom Golem, and Keg Golem. And who doesn't want a few extra Keg Golems around their dungeon party? There's also elemental lords and animal lords to challenge powerful parties, chieftains and other leaders for ratfolk, centaurs, goblins, trollkin, and much more. New undead, including a Hierophant Lich to menace lower-level characters, and so much more. Use them in your favorite published setting, or populate the dungeons of your 5e world of your own creation. Pick up a Creature Codex from koboldpress.com today and surprise your players with monsters they won't be expecting.
Hey, thanks for watching the show. It looks like you're having a great time. Let me tell you really quick about That Benny's Paint Show. Every Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Every show, the host and their guests will be painting miniatures live on stream. They'll walk you through all the different techniques and products they use to paint miniatures to a high standard in a quick and easy fashion. They'll show you all the different things live, and on top of that, the audience gets to ask questions, and we're going to answer them live on stream. If you've always wanted to learn how to paint miniatures, this is a great way to do so. And on top of that, you can paint while you're painting with us too, and chat with us and tell us about your projects and share your pictures of your miniatures as well. We love it when people share their miniatures with us. So remember, That Mini's Paint Show, every Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. Pacific, only on the Games Tavern Network.
Blub, blub, blub.
Hey all, and welcome back. And now we're going to go to these questions we should have had come in. All right, scanning through. Do-do-do. We have a question here for how many languages does Quentin speak and how did he learn them all?
Currently, Quentin knows 6 languages, but he's used the Tasha rules a couple times to switch from Rogue Mastermind to Rogue Arcane Trickster. So he's forgotten stuff like Primordial and another language. He learned his Draconic via the Fey Black Market when he bought some used memories that contained the Draconic language along with the Dragon Scholar background feature. And he picked up Goblin from his time with the Hobgoblin monks after the war against the Red Hand. And everything else, I think he knew Elvish Common, Undercommon from growing up on the streets of Menzoberranzan in the Surface.
All right. Another question we have is, are any of the creatures afraid of the dark or claustrophobic? If any of the creatures are afraid of the dark or claustrophobic?
Love it underground.
We'll start with you, Bope.
That's an excellent question. I guess Bope has never really been underwater before to this extent. So yeah, I guess this would be a new experience. Never really thought about that. Thank you for bringing that level of terror.
It would be an awfully small space to make Boat feel claustrophobic.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mr. Gander,
I mean,
how about you? Are you claustrophobic or gloomstalker?
I don't think so. Claustrophobia and darkness probably don't bother her, being a gloomstalker and all.
Teleria.
Right at home.
let me roll to see if I am. No, she can see in the dark, so she's not afraid of the dark, really. She's afraid of things in the dark sometimes, but not afraid of the dark. Claustrophobic? I don't think so. There's lots of swimming under the marshy reeds and stuff like that.
Delirious.
So I'm too used to the dark and also small spaces to be afraid, but there is a little bit of underwater agoraphobia here because you can't see into the gloom and you don't know what's going to come at you and you can't really hear it. There's just not a lot of warning if something wants to get you.
So like thalassophobia. Almost.
Okay. And Quentin.
Sure.
You know, it feels like home. I got like a roof over my head kind of all the time. Everything's dark and dreary, and something could come out of the nearest alley or darkness and grab you and your life's over. Yeah, it's just like growing up back home.
That just happened to Delirious.
And we have a last question for Bope. Favorite creature skeleton to animate?
Gotta be the hobgoblins. This last campaign was a good way to, one, explore his necromantic prowess, and it felt like that was a good way to toe the line, to not, anger the party too much by like raising the residents of Drellin's Ferry, and also getting back at our foes to use them against them.
All right. Well, we have survived the Quippers. And that means I need Stagander. Could you please make me another survival check? The last one you need. Advantage and disadvantage. So it balances out. Bye, dice. Bye.
Yeah.
Come back.
Throwing them all on the floor. That is going to be a 23.
You have no problem following the trail of chitin and discarded husks along the way. And you come to the very bottom of Lake Rhestin, where there's a cleft in the rock. And this cleft has been carved and decorated in a way that has strange and discomforting swirling decorations about it. And if Rangrim was here, he would tell you that those decorations don't seem to be so much carved as emerged out of the rock, or maybe the rock withered away to reveal them. They are something discomforting about it, and you don't see any fish or any living things near this, and you feel a sense of tremendous dread emanating from that hole in the ground at the bottom of the lake.
Don't like that.
This must be the drain that Deet spoke of.
You are very lucky that you are under the power of a hero's feast, because the dread here is so thick, it would give you all a temporary exhaustion level.
Ooh.
He wants
But fortunately, you have now my rules on dread. Every effect you have that gives you immunity to fear or immunity to the frightened conditioned removes one level of dread. And that cleft has one level of dread. So as long as your hero feast is still in place, you will suffer no consequences. But as soon as that hero's feast goes away and you're there where the source of the dread has not been dealt with, you will all immediately gain a temporary exhaustion level as long as you remain within that cleft. And that will give you, we're going to revert back to the standard rules as written, disadvantage on all ability checks.
Ugh.
Multiple levels of dread will give you multiple temporary exhaustion levels. I go from levels 1 to 5. Which means 5 levels of exhaustion. But it can be countered. Paladins, heroes' feasts, heroism spells, all sorts of ways.
If only we hadn't killed our paladin.
Oh no.
Gone straight there.
He killed himself.
The cleft
Yeah.
itself is about 10 feet wide, and you can see obvious evidence of the chull passing through with little divots of their crab legs denting the rock from repeated excursions, and there's pieces of chitin and their husks all over the place from where they've molted. Strangely enough, down here, the particulates in the water aren't as thick as they were closer to the fens, and so you are no longer in murky water. You're now in clear water, which means your encounter distance increases to 60 feet.
Nice.
But it's very dark down here. Do you all have low light vision?
All but the human?
Didn't the swimming potion give us low light vision? Or did I
It
make
gives you
that up?
advantages on swimming checks, but you'll still need to cast light of some sort.
Okay, yeah, no, I do not have low light vision.
I do believe there's dancing lights about you, which provides dim light, which is great. It has no disadvantages on attack rolls, but does give you disadvantage on perception checks to detect all my traps. My many traps.
Mhm.
Great.
I don't have any traps.
I don't believe that.
Yeah.
What would you like to do? And if you're going to enter the cleft, I'd like to know what preparations you're going to make and what your marching order is. We can also, and when we go into the cleft, we will be switching over to Combat Map 1. A bit about the combat map. Dark blue means it's completely submerged. Light blue means that it is partially submerged. So there's air pockets down here.
Stigander, do you have animal messenger or anything that can send something back up to Rangarum from here? Just wondering.
Let me search my brain real quick.
I'm just thinking, do we want to leave a message?
That's a negative Ghost Rider.
Okay.
No,
Which-
I don't have any way, unfortunately, to send a message back.
Don't worry about that. The elves will reach out to you when he is able to get the ship fixed up, and they will immediately take his ship over top of the lake, and he will jump off and straight down to where you are.
True Rangrim
in
Stop.
true Rangram fashion.
Which map are we on?
We are on combat map number 1.
Number 1. Okay.
You are on the far left side
Yep.
in the dark
Yep.
blue area.
Yep.
I have not positioned you in any sort of order. Feel free to adjust yourself.
So, Bope, you have your dancing lights up, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't have to cast mine.
Full
I'm
of
gonna pick-
surprises.
Pick up one of the crab legs or molted piece of stuff, and use disguise self to kind of camouflage myself in that same modeled crab shell pattern. All my gear and my skin and stuff.
Okay, is this using magic to do?
Yeah, disguise self via the warlock invocation.
Okay.
Fancy.
Yeah.
Passing through the tunnel, as it is completely underwater in the entrance tunnel. But up ahead, you can see the reflective light on the surface of the water as the cavern ahead of you is only partially filled. There's an island jutting up in the middle of it, and on the far side, you can see a rocky slope that leads up to a dry part of the cavern on which stands a chawl that is just kind of laying there. You see another one skittling around and climbing up and down on the rock in the middle.
Last one.
We want to lure them.
They have, at this point, could I have everyone make me a stealth check? We're going to have a group stealth check.
Who's not stealthy?
That is the wonder of the group stealth check. You can cover for people that aren't.
Since Rangrim's not here, who of us becomes the least stealthy?
Pretty stealthy.
I've only got a
clearly.
+3.
Oh, okay, it's you. Celeria, should skill fail you, Timor's Grace may yet make up the difference. You now have advantage on stealth checks.
Sweet.
Or Celeria does.
Teleria?
Celeria? Damn it!
So, old lady back at the village got stealth.
Nah, I couldn't touch her.
What's the stealth check for?
They'll notice you as they're scurrying around. So, okay, have everyone please make me a stealth check. And we'll start with Quentin. What'd you get?
27.
You were good. Stigandir.
I got a 24.
You were good. Bope.
15. Thought that
You were good. Teleria.
17.
You were good. And Delirus.
22.
You are all able to make, they do not notice you at all. I didn't even have to do a group check. But with I do these group checks, as long as most of you make it, you succeed. So,
What should we do?
Standing back, those are the two you can see looking out. You can kind of see the curved arc. That is an underwater mouth of the cave, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You can see there is another hole on the far side of the pool that's going down, and there's a similar arc there. That's going to be another hole leading down that goes to the underneath of this cavern.
So if we move all the way to...
As soon as you get into clear, they're going to see you, unless you
Got it. So if we move there on the map, they would see us. you're
Correct.
saying. Okay.
I could make a minor illusion of food that perhaps they would chase.
I mean, we're going to need to kill it. The tentacles are paralyzing, if I recall. Or was that...
Oh, that's correct.
Yes,
From what
I just
remember.
didn't know if we wanted to fight it up there where we'd make a lot of noise.
We're going to make a lot of noise anywhere.
Yeah, because the cave's going to be echoey.
But we got two of them we need to take out. There might be more around. Okay, so if I get close to the edge, you said I can make a stealth check to try and not be seen?
That is correct. Going
Okay.
past that line where you were, you will need to make a stealth check or they will see you.
All right, what I'm going to do is throw up my detect thoughts via my helm of telepathy as I'm trying to stealth check up here. And it's got a 30-foot range on it. And I'm trying to see if there's any other sentience in the area besides that Chult. But I can roll a new stealth check if you need me to.
Yes, please make me another stealth check.
Okay.
While he's doing that, can I be
31.
Yes. Go on, Nope.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. But while he's doing that, I wanted to prepare Animate Dead, take 2 corpses of lizard men out of my bag, and go through the minute that it takes to animate them into 2 little skelly friends.
And I'm moving like flowing water. 31 stealth.
All right, you can get that far. Leaving further than that, it's going to be very hard to hide because there's really nowhere to hide. But once you get there, you can see you pick up a ping of 1, 2, 3 of these creatures, and then you hear another ping that's a lot more. Well, it's speaking to itself, and you think it's one of those mucus creatures, but it's whispering to itself in Draconic, in the words of the way a lizard man would.
Okay. Well, staying where I'm at, I will direct my telepathy back at Vopin and share that insight.
Serve the master. Serve the master.
Dear.
Serve the master.
3 of the paralyzing tentacle beasts and maybe 1 insane lizard folk.
So the hostages I share with the group, the hostages appear to be working for the enemy.
That's no good at all.
No, it's not.
Remember, the lizard folks are kind of dicks. They screwed over the Star Song elves, so it's okay to kill them. Vope.
Hey, we don't know that was of their own volition.
That was just to me.
Subtext.
Yeah. Well, I mentally nod back.
It's a QM, it's a Quentin message. Right at you.
And your spell is complete, Nope.
Okay. Whew.
Go ahead and find some appropriate ways to designate them and throw them on the map.
Okay.
What are you using as your skeletons?
I had collected 5 bodies of lizard folk from the town hall.
Eyes blaze red in their empty skull sockets. Serve Bob.
Yes. Keep up.
Okay.
So yeah, identify the 3 of them, and
You said you're 30 feet on that, right?
yeah, well, whatever I can detect in that.
Yeah, that's what you get. You actually are not detecting the one on the far side because it's out of range, but you can
Visual.
see.
Okay. In this chamber, is there enough room to like fly in here? What's the?
It is 10 feet above the water.
That's no fun. All right.
Well, it is high enough for an archer to hop up and get on an island and shoot.
Definitely wasn't thinking about that at all. Totally gonna do that.
You still have your bow, right? You didn't leave it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in my You know how angry Uller would have been if I had left him behind?
So what'd you like to do?
We're gonna have to fight, and it's not going to be stealthy. It's going to be messy and
Could be a slog.
it's gonna be a slog.
The question is, do we want to get up to where that far one is, up on the ledge?
I mean, that's what I would find preferable. If
To
I could
keep
get
him
over
from-
there.
Yes, to keep him from maybe alerting his companions? If there are any more?
No.
What's the height difference from the water to the ledge? 10 foot as well?
No, 5 feet.
5 feet.
It also slopes up enough that it's the entire cavern slopes up enough that it's a 10-foot high ceiling over there as well, so that the Chull can wander around.
I have a
score marks in the ceiling where they knocked down anything that was low enough to hit them. There's rubble all over the place. The bottom of this particular cavern is just littered with shell pieces, the dried husks they molted out of. It's just littered. You don't see the floor of the water. They don't seem to like the land so much. But you do see that there's a lot of phosphorescent algae over there, providing dim light. And even more, they can see a reddish light of some sort of big beetle that's being kept in a cage that's kind of affixed to the wall. Is that correct? Or are they just going to wander around? No, there's no cage. They just let these big glowing beetles wander around the walls over there.
Great.
Occasionally they spread their wings and you can see their abdomen glows like a firefly just times 1,000, as bright as a lantern, and then their wings come back down. And that is on the far side beyond the chull that's sitting on top of the ledge. It'll be a very easy athletics check to climb the slope.
I have a technical question. So, Nature's Veil lets me magically become invisible for a minute. How far could I get out of combat if I attempted to use that to sneak across the way and try to get up that opposite slope?
Well, because you are invisible, you are hidden, and therefore you could make stealth checks. If they hear you, if they make their perception checks, they hear you. So but they would know the square you are we're in, but you would still be invisible.
Okay.
Until you attack. Is that how the spell reads?
This just says that I magically become invisible along with all of my equipment and anything that I am carrying until the start of my next turn.
All right. You get one round of movement, and you have a swim speed.
I do.
So you are not moving at half speed through this water.
So I might be able to blend in, i.e. become invisible to get to the other side of so I could get to the bank. And that might be advantageous if I can use my bow. I'm more effective. The sword is great, but I'm really a bow person. Is that something that we want to try?
Would you be right up there in the thick of things with one of the lobsters? Because they could make short work of anybody by themselves.
Maybe. But I'm willing to take the chance if we think it might keep them from focusing on a single person.
Okay.
I'm in favor of that.
Send my friends here, and I motion to the lizard bonies. They won't be as fast as you, but once the shooting starts, they can try to go up and reinforce you.
I like that idea.
I could also summon a friend to help you as well.
Ooh, sorts of tricks.
We have several, so we don't have to worry just about the one on the bank. But I think if we spread out from this little alcove, we won't be boxed in and they won't rush us all on one front.
So if we have the element of surprise, maybe we could all focus on one very quickly and narrow the odds a little bit.
Yeah, let's do it.
That's not a bad plan.
I would focus on the one on the ledge. It seems like it has a best retreat route.
It's furthest away, though. The one on the island we could probably all get to.
It is.
I vote island. Anyone else?
Yeah, I agree that it's closest, but I am, like Talaria said, I'm a little worried about the reinforcements. If we can keep them. But looks like there's two situated to call reinforcements.
A cello in the hand is worth two in the water.
I can probably polymorph one of them.
I really got to learn that one.
It's super useful.
Theoretically,
Don't tell me you can polymorph too.
No, I can't polymorph.
Okay.
I'm just saying that we have to keep in mind that we also have to fight this god.
This is true.
Yes.
Just trying to stay realistic.
Oh, and the courier.
Yeah, no, I'm mindful of my
Four
spell
of them.
slots.
All right.
Yes.
Do
Do not shoot all your arrows at once. is what
Don't.
I'm saying.
I'm so used to playing characters that have like this many spell slots. I have no concept of what any other class has, so I apologize.
Level 10 is amazing.
I'm sure.
Littleton is pretty good. I'm saving a surprise at level 5. Like I am maintaining my level 5 spell slots for something tasty.
Cool. So do we want to do you want me to go across the way and then, or do we want to all stay here and then I can do that during a different turn?
Well, it's probably best if we spread out a little bit, but
Okay. How about this? You got the teleportation cloak. When the Chult on the far edge gets near the edge of it, you and me teleport over, and we go from there.
Thank you for reminding me that I
And
have
that kicks it off.
I like this.
So,
plan.
Let's do it. Need an initiative?
We're
Are you ready?
This is all the plan we need, right?
Give me
which one are we attacking first?
You guys are surprised. They haven't noticed you, so you
we are
get
gonna. So I think what the standing plan is we're gonna attack the one on the nearest the island first, and then I'm gonna bamf me and Quentin to the land after.
Oh, after we kill it.
After we kill them,
Okay, cool.
right?
Sure.
Is
As
that
long as
Yeah, sure.
same page? 'Cause
Yeah.
I have to swim up to this thing and attack it.
Yeah, I can swim too. So
Okay. I am
Yeah,
most hesitant about that.
we'll see how badly this goes.
All right.
Mhm.
Cool.
I think this is
When you get to your position, I can summon a companion, a fae, to help you.
Okay.
Does that mean I have to? Is that you have to have Fae in the area though?
It is a summon fae, 3rd level conjuration spell. No, you don't have to have fae. It gives us a generic stat block for a fae that I just choose.
Is it out of Tasha's?
It is, yeah.
Okay, you're not going to throw 37 pixies at me.
No.
Oh, good. I'll tell you a story about that later.
I bet.
About the guy who summoned 8 pixies.
I bet I know where it happened.
Yeah, I think I at least since I have a short sword that I've got to worry about, I'm gonna quietly swim up to this chal.
Well, tell you what, since you guys have advantage, I will let you set your own initiative order.
whoa.
Ooh.
And I'll just put my bad guys go at the end. So you'll win initiative automatically, and you guys can determine who goes first and does what.
Right.
Oh.
If I summon, it takes its turn directly after me. It's got my initiative, but it takes its turn directly after me.
Sounds good. So who do you want to go first on your attack? Who's first out of the gate?
I guess I'll volunteer.
You would volunteer as tribute?
I volunteer as tribute since I get all the cool first turn stuff. I don't know. Unless anybody wants to go.
I'll go
Got
second
it.
then.
Quentin?
Second.
All right.
Where would you like the fae summoned? On the one on the island or on the one on the ledge? Because I've got the range to hit either place. It could keep the one on the ledge occupied.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do that then.
Okay.
I'm on the ledge.
So Talaria is after Quentin?
Sounds
Okay. Bope and Delirus, who do you want to go first?
I'll let Bob go first.
All right. So it's Dagandir, Quentin, Talaria, Bope, Delirus. Sound good?
Yeah.
And then the Chol finally get to do something. If there's any left. So it's Dagandir. Kick it off.
I'm going to kick it off by swimming out.
All right. Go ahead and move yourself. You have a swim speed of 30?
45 actually.
45. Are you using your invisibility power?
Oh,
Keep in mind, since you have advantage or surprise, you can cast any buff spells you want.
Yes, then
Although-
I will do that then.
Anyone have another buff spell they want? Okay, Stagander, you have your buff spell up. That does not count against your action this round.
Cool.
Same thing with everybody else. That you can do like blesses or aids are already up, shield others.
Why can't I move myself?
I don't know. Where would you like to be?
I want to be right next to that Chull.
Bang, there.
Can I be closer to the wall so I can go like up and around? Or it's but you know what? That's fine. That's fine. I have 45 movement. That'll be fine.
30, 35, 40. Yeah, you can get there, no problem.
All right, cool.
Make me a quick little strength athletics check to clamber up the thing. What is your? Are you trained in that?
Athletics?
Yeah.
I am.
What's your base bonus?
+3.
Oh, okay, you'll actually have to roll it.
I'm not awesome. That is a dirty 20 though.
You're up. Funk. All right, you burst out of the water onto this island, and the first thing you notice is that the air here is really thick. Like a lot of moisture is hanging in the air, and you're not entirely sure how this place actually has oxygen, but it is a little hard to breathe here. There's lichen on the wall. The place smells like fish. And you notice that all the ground underneath of you is slimy and slick, and it counts as all exposed surfaces count as difficult terrain. And there's a very surprised looking Chull next to you.
All right. It is non-magical difficult terrain, right? Technically?
It is magically difficult terrain.
It's magically? Okay. Yeah.
Supernaturally might be a better term if we were third edition.
Landstride won't help me with that then.
For you, I will allow it.
Oh.
For reasons.
Oh, okay. All right.
Someday you'll understand.
Someday I'll understand. One day, my child.
Not that day. All right, what you doing?
I'm gonna stab it.
All right.
You can stab it.
I've got my short sword in hand. That is gonna be a 17 to hit.
7 heat to hit the Chull. That hits the Chull.
That is gonna be awesome. There's 11 points of piercing damage.
Bam! Right through it. It has no resistances. Unlike the stupid swarms.
Yes. So my dread ambusher is a nat 20.
Yeah.
I mean, it is 2d6 and 2d8.
Nice.
That was a good time to roll that 20.
That is a good time to have a nat 20. Oh, so amazing. Yes. 21 points of piercing damage.
It's still up, but
And
it staggers back from the blow.
last hit is gonna be a 18 to hit.
That will hit.
And that is gonna be 9 points of piercing damage.
Alrighty. Boom! You drop it to bloodied in a single action as it staggers back from 3 arrows into it. Anything else?
I'm actually using my sword right now.
Sword. Okay.
I'm using the sword for this because I didn't want to roll a disadvantage. Just got it for right now.
Okay. Alrighty, and that brings us to the next person, which is Quentin, followed by Ilaria.
So with the swim speed, I pop up kind of right out behind it from the water side and unleash a stream of curses at it that would make a sailor blush. And Undercommon, dropping the bonus action Hexblade's curse on it for some extra damage. And I will be attacking it with the rapier.
Weirdly enough, I don't understand Undercommon.
Well. 27 to hit.
That hits.
7 plus 4 more. Correction. 12. 16 magical piercing.
Bam! Okay.
And the second attack. Also a 27 to hit for it. 11 plus 4 more. 15 magical piercing.
All right.
Still up?
Yes.
Okay.
These are tough.
I'm out of actions. I'm done.
All right, that brings us to Ilaria.
Okay. First action is summoning
Who's
a
next?
Fae.
If that you, oh, okay. We're doing
Yeah.
custom Fae.
Yes, exactly. I could. What's a good small size Fae? Brownie. We'll get a brownie out there. And I will summon it 90 feet away from me on the ledge next to the Chull that's hanging out up there.
All right. Would someone be so kind as to grab a marker for him? And I'll adjudicate when it's up. I'll accept. I assume that one of our veterans knows how to do this. So you're putting it next to the one on the cliff
Yes.
on the far side.
Parfait, yes. And then I will move up to the edge of the pool.
All right. Go ahead and move yourself.
Let's see. And after that point, it's supernatural difficult terrain. Is that right?
If you were going ground on the brown, it's difficult terrain.
Okay. got it.
Water is the blue is water, which is
Water
also
is water.
difficult terrain. Because it's light blue, you can actually crest the surface, and you have 10 feet of air before you hit the ceiling of the tavern in here.
Okay. All right. Well, my action with the summoning, it gets to attack the Chull, so I'll go ahead and do that.
All right, shell it up.
All right.
No, that's not what I want.
It is a 16 to hit.
That will hit. Wait, hold on, let me make sure. Yes, that will hit.
All right. Let's see. All right. All right. It takes 9 points of damage plus 4 points of force damage.
Alrighty, the Chol is also surprised as it gets slapped by a Fae that comes up out of the water. Gossamer wings blowing behind it, and whatever fantastical features of eyes too big. Anything else, Teleria?
I'm starting my blade song,
Oh,
and that is about all, I think.
followed by Delirus. And then finally, Team Crab.
My lizard skellies will go up to this Chull that we've surrounded and make their slightly buffed attacks because they are more than your average skeleton with their rusty short swords. But a natural 4 will surely not do it.
Alas, its shell is just too tough.
All right, the other one goes for a swing, and I guess I should do the math, but 5 plus 8 is 13.
Not enough. Again, it's shell. They're not particularly dexterous, but they have hard shells. Anything? Oh, that was them.
Yeah,
You
that
go.
is them. I will peek up from the surface and throw a level 2 chromatic orb, chromatic acorn, and I don't remember if these guys had any resistances, but surely thunder. No, that's loud. Lightning. Oh yes, natural 20.
Nice.
Yes.
Damn. Okay, so what is level? Shoot, should have looked at this. Level 2 chromatic is 48. Dang. So I get. Wow, this is blight damage. I feel like I've said that before.
Yes.
Okay, all right. 9, 15, 20, 24, 25. 25 plus 13 is 38 points of lightning
Nice.
damage.
Boom! Every
Yeah.
bit of its shell cracks simultaneously, and the thing falls down before it even gets a chance to move.
Should crit more often.
Anything else, Pope?
I think that's everything.
Delirus.
I break out an oldie but a goodie, the OG. The rage of Timora burns you. Sacred flame at the guy. Oh wait, no, we'd finish off the guy on the island. The guy on the ledge.
All right.
Up there?
that's the
Yeah.
save I got.
That it would be a DC 19 dex save, please.
I did not make 19.
You're a crab.
He is a crab. 11 radiant damage.
All right. And it sizzles a little bit. Anything else? Otherwise, I will move to Team Chull. All right.
Go for it.
This one is dead, so I'm going to go ahead and move it off the board. Boop. This one over here that has another scum next to it, I believe that's your Fae, correct?
It is, yep.
It doesn't like the Fae at all.
I'm
It
sure.
grabs it with its pincers. Does a 13 hit your Fae?
Let's see. This armor class is 15 is what you're going for.
All right,
Nice.
16 with the other pincer does hit it.
Yep.
Take 11 points of bludgeoning damage, and your Fae is now grappled.
All right.
And it then begins to shove your Fae into its tentacly mouth. Make me a Constitution saving throw, Fairy.
All right. 14 on the die. 16.
16. You are not paralyzed.
Woo!
This one, 5, 10, 15, 20. Comes there, Teleria, grabs at you. Snap, snap. Does a 13 hit you? I'm guessing no. Teleria.
Oh, sorry. Oh, no, it does not.
All right. One that was back, it misses with most of its pincer attack. This one that was back there comes rushing forward and will also snap at your fairy. Does a 19 plus 5, 6, 25 hit you?
Oh, yeah.
Take 11 more points of bludgeoning damage and make me another Constitution saving throw.
Okay. It's Constitution of 14.
Mm-hmm. You are good. Still not paralyzed.
And how much was the damage again?
11.
11. Okay.
But your fairy is grappled.
Okay.
This last one slides through the water and looks up at Stagandir and unleashes its barrage of attacks.
Oh no.
No.
This is what
Oh, I need to get a little closer.
Rangram.
Get a little closer. There we are. It proceeds to attack you. The first one is it reaches out with two of its long hands. And the worst attack is a 17.
Nope.
22.
Yeah, that'll hit me.
Take 7 points of piercing damage. And then it concentrates, and this long tendril of mucus just explodes out of its chest and tries to wrap around you. Does a armor class 20 hit you?
Yes.
Take 18 points of psychic damage.
Ow.
And then you see something.
Yep.
You
Bring it on.
see the streets of a city deep below the waters, far in the Underdark, with weird architecture that really should not stand, but is able to do so because of the sport of the waters. And she watches as wiggling things work its way through. And then you snap out of it.
Ew.
And that is their turn. Top of the round, Stagander.
Well, I suppose I'm gonna stand here and then fight this thing.
Unless you want to engage.
Sorry.
Or you can disengage, or you can just take an opportunity attack and step away, to shoot it with your bow.
An opportunity attack is gonna hurt too much.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to disengage, which I think that'll use my bonus action, so I only get to attack once? Is that how
You
that
would use your
works?
action unless you are a rogue that just
Right.
gets a bonus action.
You're right. Or I could just fight it with my freaking sword.
Okay.
I'm just gonna attack it with the sword because I really don't want this thing hitting me in the back. I have a feeling it might chase me, and that's just gonna be unproductive for everyone. So that is a 28 to hit.
That will hit.
This is so close to being in that 20. It's almost there. I'm gonna declare this as my favored foe.
Okay.
Since he's standing in front of me and I haven't used that yet. 4, 5, 6, 7. That is gonna be 12 points of damage.
Cut off a slice. It's like scooping out a scoop of jello out of the bowl.
Get the hell out of my face. That's a 12.
12 will miss.
I'm really unpracticed with this thing.
Anything else?
No, that is the end of my turn.
Quentin is next. Teleria's on deck.
Okay.
Quentin.
All right, I'm coming up to maneuver behind it, and this is one of those little tentacle ones that was throwing the mucus on the elves, right?
Yes, it was.
Okay. I am going for the old rapier attack, and that is a 23 to hit for...
I believe you still have a jar of their stuff.
I do. I got some sneak attack to apply here. That is 12 plus 21. Nice. Magical piercing.
All goes through. Quack! You hit
Still up?
a bone that's floating around kind of loose inside of it.
Second attack, 24 to hit for a little bit more magical piercing. 7 magical piercing.
All right.
Stigander, is it grappled with you? Did it get you?
No, it didn't grapple me. It gave me a vision. I didn't get grappled.
Okay. Do you want to be 5 feet further away? I telekinetically shove her 5 feet back.
All right.
Sweet deal.
Go. Can you move her?
Somebody's got to move me.
Yeah,
Anything else, Quentin?
I'm done.
Teleria. Teleria, followed by Boat.
Okay. The small island. You said that's difficult terrain, yeah?
It is difficult terrain.
Okay. and
Anything
if-
that's not water is difficult terrain.
okay.
Water is also difficult terrain, unless you have a swim speed.
Yeah, I've got my gloves, so that should be fine.
Unless you're a crab.
And no real way for me to avoid a attack of opportunity if I go past this guy here.
Can you climb the wall?
Climb the wall onto the island?
Or just climb the wall?
Yeah, I could. Well, what I'm trying to do is get to the middle of the room because I have a spell that will affect everybody if I can get it off. Oh.
You will have to. Did I hit you? No, I missed you.
You missed me.
If you 5, 10, 15, if you make a strength athletics check, you can get up there with a move.
Okay. That's what I'll do.
I do have reach of 10 feet, but that doesn't mean I don't threaten it like 3rd edition.
Right.
I can hit that far away.
Do like a backflip and make it an acrobatics check.
Hey, can I make an acrobatics check?
Strength athletics, sir.
Okay.
Sorry, I tried.
Oh, it's okay. I still got a bonus to that. All right.
You want? Is there inspiration to be used?
I don't know.
I have not heard of any being showing up through the chat.
No.
The blessings of Timora are quiet tonight.
All right. All right. That is a 21.
Oh my god, you made it look easy. DC is 10, by the way.
All right.
What a professional.
All right, put yourself up there, sir.
Up there.
All right, what's going on?
All right. Let's see. 10, 20, 30. All right. I'm going to cast a spell called Steel Wind Strike.
Yeah.
I see we have fans in the audience. And attack every single bad guy in here once. And if I hit, I do a lot of damage. All right. Let's start with the whatever that thing is. What is that thing? The non-chill thing.
Mucus monster.
Mucus monster.
A slime lord.
That is a 21.
That will hit the slime lord.
Okay. The Chull on the top ledge, the northern one.
All right.
That is probably a miss. That's 7.
That will miss.
The one across from him, that is probably a hit with a 23.
Definitely a hit.
And the last guy.
One down there in the bottom left.
Yep, 19 on the die.
All right, that hits.
Ooh.
All right. Each of those guys, everybody I hit takes 60-10 force damage.
No.
Oh.
Oh,
You roll this up real quick. Yeah.
that's some sweet damage.
That's a 5th
Respect.
level spell, by the way.
That is perfect.
All right.
Good time to use it.
Yeah.
Everybody
vote for you.
takes everybody takes 34 points of damage.
34.
Nice.
Guest star MVP. Bam.
Check.
And
There's more.
there's well, I end up somewhere, so I will end up. Let's
So the one you
say
did not hit was the northern one on the ledge.
correct.
Okay.
So I have to end up 5 feet away from any one of my targets. So what I'm going to do is I'll end up right there.
All right. They are all badly damaged.
Oh, so
Okay.
it's like you were like ghosting through the air and delivering
right.
all those strikes.
Yes, you basically saw Talaria vanish. Lots of sword strikes happen, and then she reappeared right there.
And don't forget your Fey attack.
And the Fey attack. The Fey is going to use Nissy Step to get out of the grapple,
Bamf.
and come over here and attack that one.
Nice.
Show my skeletons how to do that.
18. That is over 20 on the die. Or
Yep.
22 hit. And
Guest MVP.
all right, max damage,
Hands
which is
down.
only a D6, but it gets a lot of pluses. Let's see. All right, 14 damage from the Fey.
All right. It is badly wounded. You've crippled it.
Woot.
Anything else? Otherwise, it's Bope, then Delirus.
That is all.
Bope!
Okay, I
Yes.
see the Chull creeping in from the south and say, "Skellies, oh, over there!" And so they are going to go face him,
All
try
righty.
to prevent him from advancing any further, and they will make their weak sword attacks. Okay, that's better. That's a 19,
That hits.
and I'm just gonna roll the other one. The other one is even higher. Okay. So each of them, let me go back to my skeleton. It's going to be.
Go Skellies!
It's going to be. Okay. Okay, so altogether, the 2 hits are going to be. Nope. Sorry. I get to add in addition to what they get to add. So that's 14 plus 4. Okay. 18. 18 points of damage from 2 short swords.
Nice.
Nice.
All righty. He is badly wounded. You've bloodied the Chull.
And then,
And Bope's
how is the mucus monster looking?
Shaken.
The
Stir him up.
Okay, I am going to send another 2nd level chromatic orb, since that worked so well the last time, at the mucus monster this time. Let's roll the same die. It's another natural 20. You gotta be kidding me.
Nice.
Tell
I
me
am
how you kill it.
always going to
What did you give to the dice
Describe
gods?
your destruction of this thing.
This is my lucky diamond acorn that I pull out, and as I give it a squeeze, my fist lights up with electric energy that I then unleash
Yeah.
as it
Nice.
just surrounds, and you just see the mucus lighting up in different places.
All
The
right.
smell is horrible.
Yeah.
Undoubtedly.
And are you happy where you are?
I am very happy. Yes.
Delirus, followed by Crabs.
Okay. So you did not finish off the mucus monster in the middle?
I
He just
did.
did. He finished
Yep,
it off.
he
That was
did.
his
He did.
description.
Okay. Didn't have the. Okay.
Some burnt booger.
That one the skeletons are on, he's pretty close to me, and I don't think I like that. So, Timora withdraws her blessing. The bell tolls. DC 19 wisdom save from that chull, please.
I failed. Roll your damage.
He takes a mighty 3 necrotic damage
Would you like the advantage to be higher?
from 2d12. What?
Would you like to re-roll that damage?
Who's asking?
Say my name.
Get thee behind me, Bishaba.
Re-roll it.
Reroll. Reroll.
Re-roll it.
No, that was a refusal.
She took it.
She just wanted her name said.
Yep.
Oh, that's
fulfilled the
right. You
condition.
said her
Why am
And
I
it
stupid?
explodes as I roll a 10 and a 9.
Oldest trick in the book.
What?
Done.
Why am I stupid?
Oh
And you
my
hear
god.
a delighted laughter.
This is bad.
Oh,
This is
that
bad.
was beautiful.
Not good. Oh,
Did you just get a dark side point?
Probably.
Do you think you think Goody Two Shoes grants that spell? Ah, not likely. I made a little rhyme just for you so you can remember. Every time you toll the bell, Bishaba gets a ring.
I think somebody has too much time on their hands.
Anything else, Lyris?
Yeah, I'll move up.
Move forward. Oh, how much hit points does your face still have over there, Talari?
He has 9 hit points left.
All right. The top one destroys your destroys it.
Okay.
And the other one comes rushing over to grab poor beleaguered. That's Quentin, correct?
That is.
All right. What's your armor class, Quentin?
It's 21 right now, but I could
I
bump it up.
totally miss.
Okay.
All right. And the rest of you are able to take your actions. And within next round, those two Chull are completely destroyed heaps upon the ground.
You're probably
And in
right.
the silence of the battle, you hear the sound of elven moaning coming from up the way, in the dry caverns beyond where the Chull were. You hear sort of like, oh.
Like a zombie moan or like a I am
Injured
treated
moan.
poorly.
Distressed.
Okay.
Elves in distress.
I'm going that way.
All right. We will have to pick that one up when next we meet on our next episode of
Oh.
Velkyn
Wow.
Weave as we head further into the caverns of the god in the lake. So we're going to cut there on the cliffhanger, but we have a few quick reminders, and thank you all for tuning in, and we'll then raid a friend. Hey, Michelle.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Games Tavern YouTube channel right now. Subscribing is free and you don't miss any of the action. You get access to all of our shows and content. Your likes and positive comments on the videos give us a boost and help future Tavern regulars find out about our shows. Spread the word.
All right. And the winner of the Overhead Games Epic Avatar Generator from the giveaway is Seafaust1. Congratulations. The Cobalt crew reach out to you on Twitch to get the information and send you your awesome prize.
And don't forget to go visit overheadgames.com and go check out their avatar making tools.
And just a quick note that the Games Tavern Happy Hour will not be on tomorrow as they continue to recover from the marathon of charity work. So instead, join us in Discord and meet with a great community that loves Dungeons and Dragons.
Once again, thank you all for joining us, and hope you'll see you next week. Have a great night, everyone. Take care.
Good night.